All right. Hey, what's going on the run? How's it going? Welcome back to another Destiny Rising stream. I had to think there for a second. But hey, how's it going? Welcome. We're a little bit early, but just like the title says, we will have you. We'll be having a discussion at around 10 a.m. with a bunch of like other Dusty Rising content creators. You may know some of them. I'm late, Kirby. Bro, get out of here, bro. You're not my boss. No, but how you doing, Kirby? Yeah, I started a little bit later because we are gonna be going for a little bit later. We're not really gonna end the stream at the usual time, which is like 10 a.m. Because the discussion actually starts at 10 a.m. So I delayed the start a little bit. How long from now? It's 2 p.m. for you. It's essentially like 40 minutes from now, Anthony. 40 minutes from now. It's not a lot. It's like less than an hour. I just wanted to get on a little bit before and actually like maybe play some of the Sparrow Racing. See how that goes. Although I hear that there's gonna be a lot. Oh my god, I forgot Sparrow Racing's gone again, bro. Oh my god. I hear that there's a lot of people utilizing the glitch. You know. Oh, bro, it's true. It does come back every single time. I don't know why I didn't believe Kirby. He knows. He knows. Hey, what's up, Blueberry Nick? Appreciate you, Blueberry Nick. Yeah, you did tell me, bro. You did tell me. 100% you told me. Alright, well, since we can't do Sparrow Racing, we're instead gonna run a legendary campaign. I know, crazy. What is this man doing, bro? Why is he running a legendary campaign, bro? What are the rewards like really that different though? From like legendary campaign to the challenge campaign, are the rewards any different? Like for the pinnacle rewards. 2, 4, 1.5. 2, 4, 1.5. Bro, it's literally the same. Okay. You only do the challenge if you need the weekly? Alright, so I guess we're gonna do a normal one. We doing a Tau? No, we're not doing a Tau. We're not. We just want to get this done. We need a couple, like, pieces so we can actually get the catalyst that we're looking for. So we can get ready for Hellhist next week. I know. The hate's about to come out, bro. I have summoned the hate early today. Oh, yo, we're going into the unknown! Yo! That's crazy. What's up, Ultimate? How you doing? Oh my god, the man got like destroyed. By the way, is the sound synced on the stream? I didn't check today. I didn't literally change nothing from yesterday. So if it's not in sync, I'm gonna crash out. Not gonna lie. But definitely do tell me though, cause I could probably fix that in like a couple seconds. So you tell me if something is like wrong. Filthy YouTuber. Hey bro, we YouTubers, we gotta put the videos out. We gotta try the character, bro. You gotta try the character. I don't got a choice if I'm pulling or not. It's not in sync? Okay, give me a second. For some reason, sometimes it just gets out of sync. OBS does some weird things, bro. OBS does some weird things. Oh, you fucking trolling me! I'm banning you next time, Kirby. Probably not, but you know. I'm banning. You're on thin ice, bro. You're on thin ice. This is why I can't ask chat for anything, bro. They just take any chance to just troll me. Well, how you guys doing? Do you guys play any of the Sparrow Racing event yesterday? You too, Nick. You too is not in the sink. It's in the vat. Bro, you guys are so unserious. This is serious business right here. You guys are so unserious. Oh, jeez, bro. If you're wondering what topics we're gonna talk about, pretty much a lot of different things. I think it's gonna go for one for like, probably discussion's gonna be going on for like 2 hours, probably. So we don't know where it's gonna go, bro. Magician's gonna be there, and Mystery is gonna be there. So we might derail it at some point. Because there's just some chaotic energy you summons when all three of us, I guess, get together. Oh my god! Wait, that actually didn't even hurt me. Oh, it's a Friday! Yeah, happy Friday to all of you guys. Happy Friday. Oh, bro, the bot just activated till now? You know, you guys were fast in the bot. You guys that joined the stream, appreciate you. Actually, I was gonna talk about something, but I don't know if I can talk about it. might just be something I can't talk about. I'm sorry. But I will relay your feedback, Kirby. That's it. That's all I say. You Jolder for this next one? Ah, why not? You know, let's. I think we need to do 4. I think we need to do 4. And then we'll test out the catalyst. No balls? Hey man, I don't want to be the first one to leak. Oh my god, look at Joel there, bro. Beautiful. I need a better of these SMGs. Like, I got an okay one, but I could definitely be much better. Oh, I gotta make sure I get my oh, there we go. I gotta make sure I get like my weapons ready. I haven't gotten any of those linears, so I gotta check if I have like even enough. I think I may have to wait till next week to like the reset, because like 150 weapon parameters now for me to like get an engram, and that's just not worth it, bro. 150. I'm losing out on so many engrams if I'm trying to like get some engrams at 150. You just think I'm rich, bro? Like, who's out here paying 150 for these engrams? Imagine crafting. Bro. She'll be cool. She'll be cool. I don't know if she'll be good, but she'll be cool. Did I not kill that guy? Where are you going? Oh, bro, he's still not dead? Man, it feels weird being not on that reset. I've been so conditioned now to be on the reset. I blame Dusty too, bro. I blame Dusty too. It's all Dusty 2's fault. Alright, so there goes another clear. We'll get another set of those, and then we'll get going. After getting hit by lightning. Yep, that's it. That's right there, you got it. Wait, was that not a guy? Bro, that shit was perfect. Perfect. It couldn't have been better. Let's get the super attack speed. No, we missed. Oh, there you go. You're not optimistic about the weapon kit? I have some reservations about the weapon kit, not gonna lie. The bow plus linear? Seems like we're just gonna be standing still, bro. Like really far away or standing still. Because of like the mods that work with those weapons.
I bet this time will be much easier than last time.
Oh my god. You're too much, Blue A, Nick. You're too much, bro.
Preparations before judgment.
Get ready to welcome the Reaper, worms!
No, but I think I gotta start getting some I gotta start getting some artifacts. Although I think we got all the artifacts we wanted yesterday, but we ended up getting one that wasn't like good at all. Like everything on it was pretty bad. So I think we gotta, I don't remember which one it was, but we gotta make sure that we take a look at some of that. We'll probably make like a pre-character release video like we did last time with Stella. You probably need the battle pass for the bow. Ah, yeah, the battle pass is ending. Yeah, you're right. The battle pass is ending, so we're gonna be getting a new battle pass weapon, and it is probably gonna be the bow. Which, not gonna lie, it being the bow kind of sucks, but it's also good. Kind of sucks for the people that don't want to get her, because now they just have this bow that they can't do anything with. And she's like the only bow user, at least for now. So they're just gonna have it in the inventory for a while. But it's also good for the people that are getting her, because they can immediately get an exotic weapon they can use. And the bow is Trinity Ghoul, you know. I wonder what they gotta do with Trinity Ghoul. I wonder if they gotta be changing like some of the catalysts, or because you know the catalysts have changed from like Destiny 2 into Destiny Rising. So I wonder if they gotta be doing some changes like that. I kind of hope that they do have that catalyst that they have in D2, where like any arc kill actually procs the perk, because that makes that weapon so much better. So much better. Yeah, I kind of hope so too, bro. I don't know why they removed like the Furies out of the shop, and that should make it a lot easier for people to like be able to actually get a maxed out Furies without like having to actually use the black market or interact with the black market and use all the black market coins on that. But that's pretty much like the only way currently to like max out Furies, right? The black market. I guess that is something that people are gonna be doing. Yeah, if they don't end up going for Hellhiss, they'll probably just get the base bow and then use all the battle pass tokens on maxed out Furies. I was actually really surprised when I saw that you can't actually like get enough to max out the weapon. I know a couple of people were surprised as well. They were like, what? I kept having to like double check it. I thought like maybe I had used some of the currency. I was like, oh, maybe I used some of the currency without like checking. How can I not like get another weapon? But no, that's just how it was. That's just how it was. Hey, yo, what? Oh, he's already immune to that. That's why. But you take like so little damage when you're already like over level, over the mission. It's super crazy. The little amounts of damage you actually take.
Nothing new under the sun. As always. Let's get
You're okay with heroes releasing that you don't want?
no need to
I mean, yeah, you could just like save those pools on heroes you actually want or you know go for some of the standard banner.
let's make this battle quick.
I have unfortunately kind of put myself in this position now though. What's up, Sigma? How you doing? Yo, Netties, where's the free silver like Bungie?
Death has judged you. And this is your fate.
Oh yeah, if you guys have any thoughts on like Destiny Rising on like the month that we played, I'm very happy with the game. There's a couple of things that I don't like and I think do have to change, but I'm very happy with the game. Like, if you guys have been on the streams, you see me play the game basically every day. There's a couple of days where I don't stream, but even those days, I'm still playing the game. I'm still trying to get weapons and still trying to level up, you know, just something. But the discussion with the other YouTubers is gonna happen in about half an hour. But yeah, if you guys have any thoughts yourself, just let me know in the comments below, in the live chat, I guess. Let me know in the chat, and we can have a discussion here before I get started on that one. Do you get scammed with the SR event? No, it exists. It's there. Oh, you mean the stream yesterday? Yeah, you got scammed with the stream. My bad, boys. I started the stream really early, and then the SRO wasn't till like 2 p.m. I'm more of a Dusty Rising main, bro. Can you? Is the new character also a warlock? No, new character is it's a hunter. I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but she's a hunter, Arc Hunter. Wow, the new characters warlocks. The devs were warlock mains in D2. I don't know, bro. But yeah, that is very funny. Like, it's Stella and Wen were both warlocks.
Nothing
or like the warlock archetype, I guess, since classes technically not exist yet, but they're very clearly warlocks. But welcome all of you guys. Cheeseburger, welcome as well. I don't know if I've seen you in the stream before, but welcome. That is like something that definitely needs to, like, I think they have to go in a certain direction for sure. It's Unknown about to advocate for more Gunnar skins? Yes I am. Bring me all the Gunnar skins, bro. What are we doing, Netties? What are we doing? Do you want to make money or not? No, but yeah, that is white hair girl. This man knows. This knows. Silver hair waifus are the best waifus. I'll make sure to tell that to Netties that if we don't get a silver hair like hero by the end of the year, I'm quitting the game. The Gunnar skins, the summer bikini skins, brother. Where's my like Halloween Gunnar skins? This is a time. It's strike while the iron is hot, Netties. Pump those revenue numbers up. There's no pink hair girl? Yeah, there is no pink hair girl. Is it even a gacha if there's no pink hair girl? Hopefully Bungie doesn't have anything in their contract about like, oh yo, you can't do Gunnar skins or anything like that. Hopefully they didn't agree to any of that. But come on, man, we know those skins sell. We know the skins. We know the skins sell. You could have Win be a cat girl, like for like the Halloween skin. That fits pretty well. Stella being like a witch. I'm struggling to think of one for Joler. Thinking what's very themic. You know, the other ones are very easy. God Girl, Black Cat, easy money. Stella, a witch, or I think something else would also work for Stella. A Tao, you gotta do something whimsical. You know, she's a very happy girl. Maybe a depressed bunny for Stella. You guys see the content? Why am I not doing the awesome Sparrow Racing? It's not available. I wish it was here. I actually wanted to go into the Sparrow event, but it's not available till like 2 p.m. So it looks like on stream we will never be doing the Sparrow event because it's never available when I'm available to play. I mean, we could play. I played it like off stream. Santa girl skins, bro. Santa, reindeer skins, bro. The possibilities are endless, bro. And they could sell these skins like $10 a piece, bro. You're hoping for a Halloween event? That would be cool. I don't know. I don't know if they did like, cause a Halloween event must have been. They needed to have been developed before the game release, cause they don't have enough time right now to develop to like fully develop a Halloween event. So I don't know if a Halloween event is happening. We might be too close to like release, but I am fully expecting like a Christmas event. Halloween event, you know, I'll give them some slack. But a Christmas event, for sure. They must have had enough time for that after the game release. Alright, so we have the thing.
Want me to check it for you?
Let's see if we can actually test this out then. Yeah, so, you know, a Halloween event would have been nice, but I wasn't really expecting it. But for sure, do a quick synthesis. Boom. Alright, let's see. Let's go to the pack and let's test out this catalyst. See how much we get back. No, but yeah, bro. I feel like NetEase is not capitalizing enough on some of these other things, like skins and stuff. They could definitely be dropping some skins for the characters. We want all the Gunnar skins. What can I say, bro? Can you tell I play ZZZ? When's the discussion gonna be? It's gonna be in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. We're just here, you know, just messing around beforehand. I'm about to test out the Contravene catalyst. See how good it is. Let's bring out one of the big servitors. We only need one big servitor for this. Alright, so let's see. Wait, did I actually put it on? I did put it on, right? I did put it on. Okay. So what this catalyst is supposed to do is that whenever we fire and hit things with the weapon, whenever we fire our final shot, it should refill the magazine based on the number of hits. So we're gonna see how many. At base we have 5. And it doesn't have to be like precision hits or anything like that. Alright, so then we get 3. Then we get 2. Then we get 1. Oh, bro. It doesn't work as well as I thought it was gonna work, but it works pretty well. Alright, so let's try from like full ammo. See how many shots we can go through. And this is definitely gonna help with the DPS on the weapon. Oh wait, did that just give us 4? I think that gave us 4. Oh wait, no, it does work like I thought it was gonna. It goes 5, 4. Okay, that was a lot of shots. We went through 15 shots. So then we basically just have to reload once. And then we can go through the rest of our reserves. I almost said our magazine, but no. We can go through the rest of our reserves. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is definitely going to be like the go-to. Actually, maybe. I think with the other catalyst, maybe it becomes like the go-to DPS. Because there's a second one. Is the really nice one. It gives us free 20% like precision damage increase. The third one, I don't think is necessary at all. Like the chain lightning damage is literally not gonna do anything for us. What you come back to? We're testing out the catalyst. I was gonna see if it actually worked like I thought it was gonna. Why does the female voice spec feels a little weird? You know, the female voice spec does feel a little weird for Wolf. I can't really put like my finger on it, but it does sound a little weird. Wait, did he just die? Wait, what? Did I get too far away? Did I despawn? Like what? I'm guessing it did. Okay. But yeah, it does work like the way that I thought it was gonna. It goes from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. So we can actually get 15 shots out there with the Royo just in a row without having to reload, which is kind of huge. Oh wait, we only got 3 that one. Why did we only get 3 on that one? That's weird. Instead of Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Alright, so let's try it again. Alright, so we got full ammo. Okay, we got 4 on that one. What? Alright, now we got 3, 2, and then the 1. Yep. And we can run through 15 shots without having to reload. It's pretty crazy. I'm in the US. NA. Really? Your voice change? Maybe that's what ended up happening to me and I just didn't notice. And then you can use fire the rest of your shots without having to reload. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. I don't know if it's gonna be as... I mean at base, I don't know if it's gonna be able to compete with the God Roll end of the line. But I think with the second catalyst, the one that gives us more precision damage, since all we're hitting is precision, I think it might be. It might be able to, and might actually end up being better. Puts in a lot of total damage very quickly too. They should have made a Destiny anime. Oh, like, bro, if you would have gotten like a Destiny anime, like Edge Runners, oh my god, would have been crazy. Can I help explain the triumph for you? Which one is it, bro? I'll try. I'll try. I got you. No, but this is pretty good. I like it. I guess let's turn off unlimited health. Start on master difficulty. What do you mean these are unlocked? These are locked, bro. What? Have I not done master? Bro, 100% accurate. Oh, I think I did it on Grandmaster. Have I actually done it on normal master? I actually don't know. Maybe not. Oh, this dies way too quickly. Showtime in Morgan Spray? The Triumph Showtime in Morgan Spray. Where do you even go to look at the Triumphs? Okay. I'm guessing it's in the Morgan Spray seal, right? Morgan Spray. I don't think I've done a lot of Morgan Spray. Let me see. Showtime. Okay, so it's this one. As a fire team, complete 40 special kills in a single match of Morgan Spray 10 times. I don't have a single one. I don't have a single one, bro. I haven't done it a single time. That is crazy. Why is this? $50 special kills. Apparently I haven't ran into the special kills myself. Is it the finisher? There's no way it wants 40 finishers, right? No way. That would be so many. And you have to do it 10 times? There's no way they actually expect you to do this, right? Can you even get... I mean, I scored a total of 50 special kills in Morgan Spray. Not gonna lie, I think this triumph might be glitch. Maybe. Actually, not sure. I'll have to see what's... Does it tell me what a special kill is? Can I see what a special kill is? Because... This is Hive. I don't think it was like clearing it fast enough. It must be, you must have to do something specific to get that done. Let's go into... We're gonna try, bro. We're gonna try to get another one. We do not give up on the dream. We're going back in. We're gonna try to get another one. Another machine gun. $47 watched and only 6 likes. He's right, bro. He's right. What are you guys doing, bro? Leave a like on the stream. Yo, what's up, Chavo? Helps the channel out, helps the stream out. Please, please, sir, please. Please say yes. Please say yes. I'm just trying to get in here and get a machine gun. Oh, I guess not. I will have to like search that up, bro, because I have no idea what it means by like special kill.
The reason why
Oh, wait. There was gonna be a voice message when I opened that.
Your ghost doesn't seem to talk much. Tin Can was severely wounded once. It left him unable to speak. Oh,
I think you could do. Actually, Anthony, I think I just remember. I think you could change the voice in like the settings,
don't apologize.
like in your profile settings. I think one of them at the very end is the wolf voice. So try it there and see if you can change your voice back to like female. How you been, Chavo? Everything good, bro? Everything good with you and the fam? I love my mountaintop machine gun. Come on. Do the jump. Just gonna do a little hop. Oh, also if you guys are joining or waiting for the discussion to start, it should be starting in about 10 minutes. But also I want to hear from you guys. You know, you guys are part of this discussion as well. You know, this is not just a YouTuber discussion. You guys are the community. So, you guys have any thoughts on like this month that we've been playing Dusty Rising? Let me know in the comments below. The good things, the bad things. I mean in the chat. I always say the comments below because I'm used to use recording of the videos. But I mean the chat. Now I want to hear from you guys as well. Even if it's a small thing, make sure you mention it, and if I can get a hold of the devs again, I'll make sure to share. Where's the comments? Yeah, I got the give us more bundles. Give us more bundles. It's on the top of the sheet, bro.
Limbs end here.
Bring Cade 5 to the game. I think this early it would be much earlier, right? It would be like Cade 4, 3? Probably 3. Not quite 1, but you know, 3. Nothing else matters besides the bundles. Damn. Chill, bro, chill. You get your bundles, bro. You get your bundles. I could steal the portal from this win, but I won't do that today. You like Stella's playstyle more? Oh, like the Summoner playstyle? Yeah, I really like Stella's playstyle. I like both of them. Like, I was leveling up Win as much as I could before Stella came out, and now they are both like my highest level characters. I don't want to use my machine gun right now, so we're just gonna like chilling. No, but yeah, that's rough. Going from a T6 to a you're a T0? He's so purple, bro. Brother, what do you mean failed to destroy the correct weak spot? I watched it. Was it the wrong call out? Nah, right? Nah, there's no way. Maybe they accidentally clicked one that wasn't it. Someone was shooting the other one? Oh, was it? I didn't see that. I remember last time we did this. I stopped the blueberry from shooting the wrong one by getting in front of them and just aggressively nodding no. Oh, I got you. I got you, Robin. By the way, how Comcast it's been treating me okay, I guess. They haven't been doing any midday maintenance, which was like the worst thing. I don't know if you guys have any Comcast for your ISP, but my god, the midday maintenance was the death of me, bro. Who decides to do maintenance in the middle of the day? How many talents am I on? The Stella? This is a T1 Stella. Ooh. So, you know, I don't have like the super long summons, the 42-second summons. I think they're 42 seconds. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. The longer summons are crazy. The extra damage also, I guess. The longer summons, they're very nice. Summons also turning into missiles and blowing up. Also very good. This guy, yeah, okay, this guy's gonna get that. You have a bunch of ammo, so might as well use some. Bro, that missile was going crazy. It started doing circles. What time is it actually? It's 9:56, so we're about to hop on the Discord call in a second. Hopefully I'm able to beat this time. Oh my god. Oh, we gotta get these. Are they gonna start getting people? I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Oh, the second wave. Why? They changed it afterwards? Why did I use...
My story isn't finished yet.
Why was the claw even even the call out? Yeah, I'm guessing somebody was just fat fingering call outs. Cause the claw was there for a while. I was like, alright, it's a claw. And then they, right as I'm shooting the claw, they changed it to something else. Alright, but I don't think we'll have enough time to get in there and try another one. Unfortunately. We'll do it afterwards. I think we have like 20 pinnacle energy, right? Yeah, we only have 20. Let me get my leaves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do I need to do for this one? Blast weapons. How do you ping the correct spots on controller? You do the ping, and then you move with the stick. So once you apply the ping, you're gonna be able to like move to like different sides, and as long as you don't like choose a side specifically, you can move between them. I think the D-pad could also be used, if I'm not mistaken. I think each of the callouts has like a certain thing you can hit on the D-pad. You know, I've been in there for so many times, and for right now, I just can't think of like what it is actually. Alright, let me see. Let me see if the people are already in the Discord. Oh, but they're in there. We might be kind of late.
God damn it.
Hello. How you guys doing?
Hello.
Let me just make sure everything is working.
That's we're still missing one person, right?
We're missing Angel. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was getting things ready.
Alright, sounds good. I guess I'll move you guys over to the other screen, so the people on the stream can see you as well.
And I think I should repost this in the official server as well. Well, y'all. Oh wait, I'm not even. Streaming.
Yeah, I would say official servers probably.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, you guys in the chat, can you see everything? Well, let me know.
All right. Well, go live.
Yup.
All right.
You're. Yeah, I'm live now.
All right. Going live.
Everyone's live. Nice.
All right. Twitch outputs ready. Got everything ready on YouTube. Post the stream notification on my server, and I will post it in the creator showcase as well.
Oh yeah. Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish there was an easier way to get share link from YouTube.
Yeah, something that I don't
I
like
know,
about
you gotta go
YouTube
to the
stream links is that like
arrow,
the thumbnail
the-
is different size for YouTube for some reason. For the streams on YouTube.
Yeah.
Wait, are they different size? I never noticed.
In the what's it called? In the embed. It cuts
Ah,
off, the
I see.
edges. Alright, well, welcome to the stream, everybody. We with the subscribe and earn drops to Duolingo. What?
Oh yeah, I saw that. You could get some jobs to Duolingo.
Learn a new language.
Alright, well, I think we're still waiting on Angel, but that's fine because, I mean, we need to give some people some time to pile in anyway. Pile into the stream. Yo, what up,
Adrian.
Who Need Bag? I could probably get some background music playing now that I think about it.
Yo, Joe's got the whole setup over there, bro. He's ready. I see
Oh,
you over
yeah.
there.
Nice work, Joe. I gotta get myself a green screen like you have.
It's honestly, I showed it off in one of my last streams. It's a mic stand with a broom taped to the top of it. And then I just brought some fabric from Fabricland, so it's pretty shambled together.
Alright.
Hey man, it works.
Yeah, I know.
Why don't I just get like a Destiny like chill mix, like tower music? Yep. Just.
Alright,
get
so we're gonna be waiting
ready.
here
Yo, what's
for
good,
Angel
brother?
to show up. We don't want to start before everyone is here, but we should be getting
Did you say Muktad?
into stuff pretty
That's my
soon.
boy. Always with the penguin emotes.
Yes,
me
it is
see.
Virus. I wonder if it'd be possible to like combine all of our chats into one.
If you're on Twitch, there is. You can.
Yeah, yeah.
collab,
On Twitch you can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's on Twitch right now? I'll add you to
I
the
am.
collab.
I am.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, unknown is.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think Joe's probably on Twitch as well.
I think the music's a bit too loud.
I am.
Here, let me.
I
The-
mean, it's
Sirius,
just
Sirius, I see you over there in Virus's chat. Good morning.
Yeah.
And thank you for literally spending an hour and a half watching that entire video. You are a goat, dude.
The-
Probably full of
It's more story.
Virus's chat because it's probably it'll
me
probably be the
see.
biggest one, obviously.
Alright,
Yeah.
Misery.
Their sounds kind of low, or I'll put them up a bit higher so you guys can hear them better.
Yeah, stream together. Get started.
I sent you. I sent Misery.
Let me know
Agent
that's not
One, who
enough
else am
of
I
a-
missing?
of an increase.
Why is it
Put it up a
like,
little
asking
higher.
for microphone and stuff? Okay.
Or if I'm too high, let me know that too.
Oh, you're too high. No,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yo, what's
yeah.
good, boys?
Too early,
Good.
too early.
Boy,
Yeah.
following me.
Surely one of the creators on this panel spent $200 a week on this game, right? Probably value, probably.
Not a
Me?
week. Not
Me, you
$200 a week total. I probably hit it up to 200 total. I'm pretty sure
stream
like
together.
buying every single top up is enough to get to 200, right?
Oh, for sure,
I'm not sure, man.
Because
I'm
there's a $100, the $50, the $25.
Yeah, If you're buying from the store, it
10
should
and
be about
5
200 for it. Yeah.
$5. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
I've
Angel,
got,
bro.
I've got the what's it called? Yeah.
Oh,
I've got the
it's
I've
Angel,
got,
bro.
so I've got that's like 220 at least, right?
Oh,
Is she right?
So I've got that's like 220 at least, right?
Oh yeah, I got some
Alright.
echo
She
over
right?
here with this.
So I've got a number of different. If I can open up Notepad, yeah, I've got a number of different topics pulled up.
I convinced him. Yeah, you did. Leeds.
Yeah, I can go ahead and post some of the topics that I've got prepared at the GC.
We probably don't need to do this, but should we go through introductions? I think most people
Yeah.
who are sub to
Yeah, most people.
us are sub to like each other here,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
Also, I
I'm-
send out the collabs for everyone on Twitch, I think.
Would that,
I
like,
clicked
pop
it,
up
but
in
it
a
didn't
notification?
work because apparently I gotta be on Chrome to do it.
Oh wow.
You want me to resend it?
Oh no, yeah, it just told me to get Chrome if I want to do the collab.
Just do better.
Where would I find it?
It's
Alright,
in
where
your
would I
Twitch
find it?
dashboard.
You have to be
It should
on
be-
on.
Yeah,
like,
you have to
your
be on,
stream
like,
manager.
Chrome,
I
yeah.
see it.
Yeah, it's not letting me set it. We probably should have done this beforehand. I didn't. I hadn't thought about it.
Technical
now.
difficulties, chat. Apologies.
Yeah.
Professional
First thing out here.
professional streamers, everyone.
Yeah,
Professional-
professional
what-
streamers.
This
Yeah.
is what Netties has to deal with.
This is what NetEase has to deal. with.
Yep. But feel free to add any topics that you guys have like prepared or thought up that I haven't listed in the GC.
All right, let me see.
bet.
Mm,
And this isn't in any particular order either that I put it out. We can do it however.
Mm.
So if we get to like the end of one topic, then we can move on to whichever other topic works.
What's good, handsome Sammy?
¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien, ¿y tú? That's all I
I still
got.
haven't
Don't push
eaten my
it.
breakfast yet either. So
Neither have I.
So wait, the
Yeah.
chat's already.
I
combined now?
definitely
Yeah. on
postponed
Twitch.
in bed a little bit too long.
Yeah, combined though.
I think you might need.
all right. Well,
the
Player
collab
2
invited.
Productions said I don't know anyone here but Fyrus, so probably would be good to do some introductions. I personally, I don't really feel like that I need much of an introduction. But I mean, I'm not like that in my head that I think that anybody playing Destiny Rising would know who I am. So
Oh my gosh, is that
Well,
Agent?
Is that MTash?
Yeah.
MTash?
Well, let's just go from like top left to top right from my perspective. So, Joe, why don't you lead us off?
Hey, I'm Joe Nova. I
Mhm.
do the same shit Virus does. I make some Destiny Rising content. You can check me out at youtube.com/Joe Nova Destiny.
Yep.
You're
All right, well,
next.
yep, I'm Pyrus. I'm sure most people who clicked onto the stream probably know me, but if you don't know me, I've been making Destiny Rising content since the beta. I've been very, very passionate about this game, and I have also not shied away from criticism since day one. In fact, my very first video was a video criticizing the monetization of the beta. And since then, you know, launch came around and I just grinded away, put out a lot of videos, and there's, you know, here we are today. And, you know, a little bit of extra background for those of you who don't know, I've been playing Destiny since slightly before the Taken King came out. I actually started, I think, before, like, a week before they made the announcement of that DLC.
Okay.
So, long-time Destiny player, been on and off. Sometimes due to hardware, sometimes due to hard times. And, you know, I love this game. Alright, G-Shun, you're up next.
What's good, boys? My name's the G-Shun. I'm a D1 vet. Started the game probably like the day of it came out. Figured out the game was a thing a week before and decided to try this content thing out. But I've been having a blast. I do the kind of the same stuff, a bunch of guides and things. I'm probably the most washed Shifting Gates player already. Everyone in the chat already likes to clown me on it, so you know we know you elites. But yeah, much love to all you guys inviting me out onto this. I'm looking forward to it, building up the community for everyone and all that good stuff. I think that's
Sweet,
you, Misery.
How's like, am I next? What's up?
Quartermain, by the way.
I'm an old man. No, I actually started content creation for Diablo Immortal. Still actually cover that game. That's the game I came from.
Yeah, so
yeah.
you're actually going to have a little bit of some extra insight onto some other stuff that NetEase has gotten their hands into.
I was wondering if that was going to come up, but yeah, I do.
Almost definitely.
Almost
like,
definitely.
pretty much as soon as I heard about your history, I knew that you would be like an amazing addition to this podcast.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yep.
But yeah, so Destiny, I covered Diablo Immortal for going on 3 years. I found out Destiny Rising was a thing because I got the notification on my phone that it was now live. I heard of the game in general, but didn't know it was actually coming out that quickly. And then I played D2. I'm kind of a Destiny baby as well. I covered D2, or I played D2 as like in, I guess, high school technically, or early college. Like when it first came out, whatever that first expansion was the raid that I did. But outside of that, yeah, loving the game. The community is awesome. I've been very open that I do not know it all, nor do I claim to know it all, but I'm happy to learn it as a group. The community's been fantastic in that aspect.
All right, Angel, you're up.
All right, yeah, I'll go by the name of One Wing Angel. You know, I'm fairly new in the Destiny content creation scene, but I'm well established content creator in the spaces of like the kart racing. I am a #1 player in the world in Disney Speedstorm. I'm climbing up the leaderboard to Sonic Cross Worlds. I'm a leaderboard climber, and I'm climbing the leaderboard in Destiny Rising too. So whatever game I touch, I'm a pretty good player in it. Nonetheless, I've been a Destiny player since Destiny Alpha. I'm a Twitch partner, YouTube partner, Kick partner. And yeah, I'm just you know, ready to talk about this game and the state of it and what, you know, changes we would like to see to actually see the game progress and in a better atmosphere.
Angel's mic is even lower. Okay. There, that should be better.
All right, Oda.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I am Automaton. For those of you who aren't familiar with me or don't know me, I am a Destiny 1 alpha veteran from the PlayStation 3 days, actually.
Oh, wow.
So I've been around, yeah, just to date myself, I have been around a long time in the franchise. I've got over, I think, 4,000 or 5,000 hours in the game in Destiny as a whole, not counting Destiny Rising. So definitely got a lot of experience with the genre and with the game and the franchise. I've been a Twitch partner for years. I've been a YouTube partner as of 3-4 days ago, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, nice.
And I've been thank you. And I've been a content creator on and off. The channel is 10 years old this year. So just to give an idea of how long I've been around. It started with anime content and some song parodies and things of that nature, and slowly evolved over the ages. And now we're here. So my content lately has focused a lot on trying to elevate the community voices and really get your all's opinions on things and engage with the community as much as possible to try to hopefully get some recognition of some of our issues. So yeah, looking forward to this talk very much so.
All right, and I guess that just leaves me. But my name is unknown. I've been playing since Destiny, the beta, I think. It wasn't really the alpha, it was the beta. I kind of got into it just because there wasn't any other games out on the PS4 at the time. That's literally the reason that I ended up downloading the beta. But I just kind of ended up falling in love with the series, and I started making videos on it when Destiny 2 actually came out. So I've been making Destiny content for a while with D2, minus like a year or two break. And so when I saw Destiny Rising was actually announced, I was definitely interested in it. I didn't really make much content like before the actual release, but with the release I actually started making a lot more videos, and the sort of videos that I make are like guides and also build type videos. You know, I'm big into builds in D2. That's kind of like the main thing I did over there, so I kind of brought that over here as well. And that's pretty much it.
All right, well, that's about everybody here.
Yo, I forgot to mention with my racing experience, I'm coming for everybody in a Sparrow racing event. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's if you can beat the cheaters. So they actually did remove a bunch of people from the leaderboards, but it seems like the only criteria was that they removed anybody who had a lower than 2-minute time.
Oh,
which still makes it still makes it impossible to beat those times.
Yeah.
Funny enough, they actually fixed the problems last night. And I know this because Ryan and I were doing some testing. Ryan went over to APAC to test out some stuff there. And then in the process of him testing over there, I got on here and was like, I'm going to test on this side. And as soon as I logged on, people were trying to cheat and kept getting kicked from the match. So,
hey.
Yep. So it was
interesting.
Like one of those things. Yep. It was really good. I was happy to see it. I didn't actually suffer any of the cheaters at all because, you know, it was already fixed by the time I got on.
Yeah, I just completely decided to not participate until they fix it. I mean, it sounds like it's good that they like at least put out some kind of hot fix for it.
It is weird that they put if it's no statement out.
Possible to get like in the top 50 anymore, because like, is it even possible to get like a sub 205 or something like that, or a sub 210?
I think it's about like 215, 213-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be real tough.
All right.
Yeah, so my best time was maybe 218, 217. I think Ryan's best time was maybe 216, 215.
I think the lowest I've seen was 213.
Yeah, and I've seen a 210, and I don't know how they did it, but I've seen a 210 that was legit, and that's the fastest I've seen. So anything below 210 is probably.
Keep in mind, we do get extra boost in this event from running over enemies. Yeah. So the time might be able to get a little bit lower.
Yeah. So what you're saying is my best time of 240 is terrible?
I mean.
Damn.
Well, you got to remember when we're talking about Ryan, we're talking about the numbers wizard, right? Ryan sat down and got stats for like literally every single sparrow and broke it down. Here's the best sparrow for the best map. Here's where the turning radius is. Like, we have all of that stats in a spreadsheet, right? So when I'm looking to figure out which one I'm running on a map, I'm like, hey Ryan, which one am I using here? And usually I've got a pretty good he's got a pretty good idea of what needs to be done. So
So, all right, let's move on. I mean, I feel like we've done enough for talking about the Sparrow Racing event, just because it was a little bit relevant. So, out of all the topics that I listed out, anybody have anything that they think would be good to start out first? Again, it was like no particular order, so.
I mean, we can just go in the order.
Okay.
The order didn't look too bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, starting out, we've got probably one of the most noticeable issues that has been occurring in Destiny Rising, and that has to do with the player base drop off and subsequently the viewer base drop off.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Yep. I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody making content related to Destiny Rising who isn't named Azcross is noticing the very, very steep drop off in viewership from even like the first couple weeks of season 1. And by very steep, I mean like it's close to 70% or more.
Yeah, I'm noticing I think it's about 50% on my end.
Yeah.
To be fair, like a lot of the drop off is after like the first few weeks of like launch hype, but you can still see
Yeah.
like it's still slowly declining over the last couple weeks as
Yeah.
well. You think there would have been at least some sort of spike with the new character announcement, but
Yeah, but
at
it's
least on
just-
my
it's
end,
still
I didn't
flat.
see
Yeah,
anything.
it's still flat completely.
Maybe once she's actually out, but I don't know.
What
And
do
some
you
of
what do
that
you
is
guys think?
predictable. Some of it's
Sorry, go
predictable
ahead,
with
Misery.
like any new game when it comes out is going to get that massive spike in the beginning and the hype,
Oh,
and then it's going to fall
yep.
off. So like,
Oh,
it's the concerning part, which I think we're all agreeing on, is like where is it stabilizing? Like where is that new baseline?
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I did a video covering the first, I guess it was 3 weeks, technically not the first month coverage of or like revenue earnings. And I had a contract where I covered Warcraft Rumble. So that was another not Blizzard, excuse me, but Activision game. And it actually earned more than Destiny Rising in the first month by almost 4 million, which I was very surprised by, because that game was similar to Destiny Rising in the sense of like how free to play friendly it was, or in the article that I was covering was maybe too generous. But it is interesting, the baseline being a lot lower than what I would have thought, because the game as an entity is fantastic. Like at a baseline, like the game is incredibly polished, but it does have some growth opportunities for sure.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think that NetEase could do on their end to like help, like especially smaller creators? Like, should they be feeding out more sponsorships to the bigger creators so that more people are like hooked on the game and stuff? Because it kind of, at least to me, feels like there was that first wave of people that saw the game and hopped in. But now, since I'm not at least seeing as much of an ad push on their end for getting like even when they had the FaZe members doing the collab and stuff, there's not as many new eyes on the game and stuff. Which I think if they got some folks in with bigger numbers, they could keep growing that new audience, which is just better for the game overall.
I think they need to make a decision on the path they want to take. Like, are you promoting
100%.
to gotcha players, or are you promoting to Destiny players? Because they need to decide on one or the other, because mixing the two isn't going to make for a good promotion effort.
I was going to say
feel like
the
most of the time.
exact same thing.
Okay. No, you go.
So you guys don't think that combining both the Destiny player base and the Gacha player base is a good thing?
I think they hate each other, honestly.
Hold on. So to be fair, I don't think that combining them is necessarily a bad thing. They do run kind of counterintuitive with some mechanics, right? But the issue is that they're clutching pearls when it comes to some of the gacha mechanics, some of the heavier gacha mechanics, like really restricting mats and resources and slow power progression and grind. But they're advertising to the shooter crowd, right?
Yeah.
So the issue we have here is they're trying to sell chocolate to a diabetic. It's just it's not a great idea. It's really not.
Yeah, I
And-
did think that they gotta be just trying to reach out to more actual gacha creators. I feel like
Yes.
every single sponsorship like deal that they done, it's to either Destiny players, which they already kind of had. They didn't really need to go after Destiny players, or mobile shooter guys. Which there is some overlap right there. They could definitely get some of the mobile shooter guys, but we have not seen a lot of big gacha creators getting to any Destiny Rising or putting any like Destiny Rising videos out there at all.
Yeah, other than Imtash, I haven't seen any gacha creators that even remotely gave this game a glance, and that's sad. Because
I think the only reason he gave it a glance is because he has obvious Destiny history before he switched to Genshin.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Imtash was basically a gimme because this is, and I'm not saying anything negative about him, of course, but this is a game that was practically designed for him. Like it's kind of obvious that he's gonna play it, but
Is it the best strategy to push content creators, or is it to push other advertisement revenue?
Personally,
I got Destiny stat tracker, bro. Just
game
search
super
up
good, and that way you just have people talking about
that
the game,
unknown.
because the best advertisement is a satisfied customer.
Yep, word of mouth.
Like,
but the other thing that I think they
you want
could
to go look at the
do
Crusoe
that would
report,
more than
Dungeon
even
report, the
marketing
Raid
at this
report.
point, that would
It's just that
massively
unknown.
improve things, is they've got to be more vocal.
Yo, what up, Stay?
They have got to start getting in front of things and talking about,
I mean, I still love the game,
hey, we're looking
but,
at this, or
we
hey,
can't
we
just,
hear this. Like, they cannot just
say everything is
ignore
all right.
every single piece of criticism, and maybe they're not ignoring it. I don't think they are. Maybe I'm naive, but I like to believe that they're at least considering all of this stuff we're putting out in the public space, and
Why are we talking to each other?
all the conversations
Because there's 7
we're
people.
facilitating.
It's just hard to.
They have got to do a better
it's hard
job
to-
about communicating to us
Good.
that they are aware, so we can shut up and move on to other things.
I mean, to be fair, they did talk about the leaderboards for Eclipse, even though it was post Eclipse finishing when they finally did make their statement.
Yeah.
They still haven't said anything about Sparrow Racing. They put the patch out, but they haven't said anything about it, any plans or what.
Yeah. And beyond that, I mean, talking a bit more about like the audience and stuff. This game just straight up won't or doesn't appeal to the main gacha user base. I mean, just to be frank,
At least
it's
not until
anime.
the Hell Has swimsuit comes out in a couple of days.
Well, I mean, like, just to be frank, it's not anime.
Like Aztecross said, we need that Marasov swimsuit outfit. Then we'll start getting some players.
Yo, so I'm not really like diverse in the gacha market, but is that really what the catch is for the gacha games?
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I tell you what, hey,
anime waifus.
Go play some ZZZ real quick, and then
You're about to corrupt my mind, aren't you?
Gooner bait, man, Gooner bait. I do love ZZZ though, just to clarify. I'm not a hater.
Someone in chat said we need these first descendant skins.
I'm just saying I wouldn't be opposed to a maid outfit for Gwen. That's all I'm saying.
all right.
I said
Well,
Gothic.
Another thing that at least some people have mentioned to me is that there's not really any systems in play that people can wail on that if they want to wail on. You know what I mean?
The monetization wise, they missed the mark. There's like not really much cosmetic wise. They're releasing weapon skins very slowly.
Yeah, because I'd like to hear your guys' opinion on this. Because, like, for example, I came from Summoner's War, which is a big gacha game as well, and they would have things where there not only would there just be a lot of like renewable packages that you could buy, kind of like the bundles in our game, but they would be like a almost a nonstop limit that you could whale into, which would actually help contribute into like I guess our version of artifacts in that game. But they would also have a lot of incentives for like different like skins and things of that nature for the collectors that really care about those kinds of things. Collectors and stuff would be able to whale on those things as well. And I just kind of want to know what your guys' opinion on, like, do you think it would help the game if there was more systems that could allow people to whale if they want to, or do you think that would drive away the more free-to-play friendly crowd?
I feel like it would try to drive away free-to-play friendly, or even like the low spender crowd regardless, just because they're going to be like, oh, okay, well, I mean, I'm stuck here in this stage of progression, and Mr. Moneybags over here got every single character maxed out.
Yeah, it's definitely a slippery slope, and I feel like we saw it in the beta with how the black market ran during the beta, where you could just infinitely refresh the entire store and purchase everything you needed to max out leaderboards instantaneously. People weren't happy about it, and they changed it in the full version. So it's a weird slippery slope where if if you start giving people the resources to just buy ascendant, or I mean, the exotic clusters, like we're gonna see some issues probably.
Absolutely.
Well, like there's a few different strategies they could do. So like again, I came from Diablo Immortal, which is heavy pay to win options. You can literally just dump a whole credit card and cap it to get enough power and just be infinitely stronger than anyone else. Or there's like Call of Duty Mobile, where you literally it's more skill based, but there's a plethora of different tiers of like cosmetics you can buy, and people still drop $300 on a pull just to get that like really fancy skin. I think either way, they just I think it was your original point, Nova. They just had to pick what they want to do and then just commit to that strategy.
Yeah,
I mean, if
frankly,
they
I
wanna
feel like going cosmetic only is going to be the best route for monetization
I
going
agree.
forward.
Yes,
They
I
want to
agree
take
as
a
well.
rope from Bungie, just start charging people for some fancy ass emblems, and they'll start making some real bank off emblems.
So here's the real problem that we have here. Like, because it's not as black and white as I'd like it to be, but the problem is a situation of identity. I think we need more whaling options, but the real question is, how is that, like, the I guess we have to look at the root of why it's not in there, right? And the reason that there's not more whaling options is because they want this game to hardcore appeal to the audiences that are not gacha players.
Yeah.
But they want the gacha players to come. So they want gacha player money, but they don't want gacha player uncaps, if that makes sense. Like they're putting restrictions in that aim to make it fair, because they don't know what they want the game to be. And that's a huge problem. It's the reason that I made that entire video where I said, here's what I'd do, right? Because they have to pick a side. They can't keep straddling the line. And if they continue to, it's only going to get worse, because right now Destiny 2 is in horrible shape. I mean, it's the peak cap, and I'm not even trying to hate on the game. I've put probably, not even counting the hours. I every single time there was a season launch, I would put $100 to $200 in for cash shop items, right?
Oh,
every single time.
Damn.
Oh yeah. I was a big spender over there. I bought the
Do you think
game
that's
on
part of the issue?
Do what?
Do you think that's part of the issue? Is that because D2 is in such a bad state, it's impacting
Yes.
Destiny Rising now?
Almost
definitely.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
That's
for sure.
exactly what I'm
remember
getting
that
at.
70% drop in viewership that I talked about before? That maps directly onto Destiny 2 according to a recent Sweat Cycle
Oh,
video.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, right? Because the thing is, this is the other thing. It's turned into a situation where the D2 creators nowadays, a lot of them are just saying, if you don't like it, leave. Stop coming in and complaining. And I can get it, because it's got a grate on you when you've got. But when you tell people to go somewhere else and then they go somewhere else, it's a ripple effect. That's what happens, you know? That's why, as a creator, one of my things is I'm going to try to elevate even the voices I don't agree with as much as possible, because there's different perspectives on it. But in order to actually like bring this back, Destiny Rising has to somewhat separate itself from Destiny 2. They have to. The name is not doing them any favors anymore.
Right.
And
agreed.
you know, the first route to that, they have to pick an identity. If they want to be a looter shooter, be a looter shooter. But you have to commit to it. And that's just my opinion, but
no, I'm pretty sure everyone here agrees that there has to be a point where they have to go after just one audience instead of trying to tackle on just two very different types of audience that don't really. Neither of the audiences are actually getting what they want.
Yeah, and they put themselves in a weird place, because basically everyone I've talked to has either said one of two things. They've either said, what the hell is Destiny Rising? I didn't even know there was a new Destiny game. Or B, I'm never touching a gacha game. I just hate the monetization system. I love, like, the game looks fun, but I'm not touching it because I don't think the monetization system is good.
So we've talked a lot about, like, you know, I think we all agree that there's an identity problem. What identity do we think is best for the game and the community based off what we currently
Looter
have?
shooter, 100% the looter shooter identity.
I feel like we're all gonna say that because we all don't like
or
the
more
gacha system.
Yeah, 80% or more of this audience is Destiny players. Whether they're like Destiny players and gacha players, but predominantly like they're Destiny players or previous Destiny players.
Yeah.
So
and that's the
here
thing,
was
like
my
they've made Bungie has shown that Destiny is a profitable series, and you've made almost a better Destiny than Destiny currently is. So you could definitely some way make it profitable without making it a horrible gacha system.
Yep.
Right, right.
And what's going wrong? Somebody asked in chat too, and I'm not fully aware because I haven't played Destiny 2 in probably 9 years. What is wrong with Destiny 2? Like, what is all the Destiny?
God, where to start? That's a whole separate video.
That's a very long discussion.
I'll try to
high
summarize.
level.
They
I'll let
created this thing called the Portal that basically takes every activity and puts it into one thing, and they made gear for that portal called Portal Gear, and that is pretty much everything that drops. They lowered the power grind to like +1. Now I think it's up to +3 or 4 light per drop, and then they reset everybody back down to 10 light, and the cap was 450 for a while. Now it's up to 550. So it just the gameplay's monotonous. 90% of stuff is basically sunset, because if it's not in the portal, you can't get power gear from it. So that's the real problem. Is they basically did a soft reset, and people are just not pleased.
Also made everything way too fucking difficult.
Yep.
Yeah, the activities are no longer enjoyable.
I just literally can't. Like, if I want to grind for power and gear, I can't play with my wife anymore. Like, she just going into a grandmaster with my wife. Like, it's not happening.
Sorry, babe.
I want to play Destiny and I want to feel strong. I want to feel badass. I don't want to have to struggle and fucking sweat my ass off for like 20 minutes straight every play session.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, back to I think we should
minus 90 for a +1.
Yeah, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Yep. And they just put mandatory deltas into place starting next week. So, that's basically they've made it difficult. That's all.
Well, it's more than that, but
I mean, even the big
if we were going to be talking about all the issues, we'd be here all day.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good segue into the next topic, the poor material income / high material cost in Destiny Rising.
Oh yeah.
That's the big one.
I just want to see mythic quality materials in basic loot pools. Just make it like a fucking 2% drop chance or something. Anyway, I can sit there and start grinding.
Yeah, they gotta rethink the pinnacle system.
100%.
I've said it multiple times. There are so if you look at other gacha games, there are say 100% items, right? 80% of those are grindable through, you could use your quote unquote pinnacle energy over there, but you have the ability to gain more pinnacle energy. And 80% of them are grindable. So the only things that really aren't are like the high end talent tree and stuff like that items that you can get 3-4 times a week.
Right.
Well, they have 20% of the materials grindable in this game without pinnacle, and the other 80 are behind the pinnacle wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then in addition to the 80 being behind the pinnacle wall, we get 50% of the pinnacle energy that other games offer, because other games will give you, 240? It's one every 6 minutes. Yeah. So we're getting less. There's more locked behind the walls, and the sources for things are varied. Like if you want to level a weapon in Wuthering Waves, you go to the playlist that drop items for weapons, and they generally drop 90% of the items you need to level that weapon. But if you want to level a character in Destiny Rising, well, now you've got to start with Sheafs if you don't have them, so you got to go to Legacy, and then you've got to go into Chaos in order to get your fruits, and then you've got to go into, you got to go into Calamity Ops and wait 14 days to get some of your clusters, but you need 18 of them to finish. I mean, it's just, they need to take another pass at where things come from, how often you can get them, and how grindy they are, as well as the energy system.
I might have a hot take, so please check me. Is it because?
I would love to hear it.
So I'm going to start this hot take with I don't think that what we have is good, right? I'm agreeing with what you're saying, but is it because there isn't a clear end game, and they're concerned that we can just rush and be done with the game, right? So like right now, if we had more ability of getting more resources, are you just maxing out a character, and then what are you doing? Do you think that's their concern, or is it truly just a system that we need more to level up more?
I think it might just be like they don't.
Concern. I think somebody else want to go first.
Yeah, I think they just don't understand like the Destiny player's mindset. Like, I want to just have the high level characters so I can play all the different characters so I can just grind and enjoy the activities as them. I want to be able to play like Eclipse and Gauntlet Onslaught with, like a Tal if I want, or any other character. I don't want to have to spend, 8 months trying to level up every character to 70k so I can use them in Calamity Ops. I want to be able to play these characters and try them, and I just can't because I'm restricted by all these materials.
I don't really think that it's any... What's the word? I don't think it's wrong to just say straight up that having stuff to level up is intrinsically rewarding to most Destiny players. Like, me as a Destiny player, like, obviously I was a guy who would go for, like, Triumph Seals and stuff like that. But the collector mindset and just the, like, having everything and having everything upgraded is really, really strong in the Destiny community.
Yes.
Like, there are a bunch of people who will go for an exotic, not because they want to use an exotic, but because they want to have it and they want to have it upgraded.
Listen,
so they can just feel like that they've done it.
As a hardcore, like, the only game I played for years was Destiny, right? As a former extremely hardcore, diehard Destiny guy, this is my perspective. I want everything maxed so I can literally shit on 100% of content. I want to walk in and glance at a crowd of dregs and watch them die instantly. I don't want to fire a bullet. I want them to die from my aura. Okay? And most Destiny players think that way. They want cool guns. Like, it's nice if it's cool, but we want to be ridiculously overpowered. We want that power fantasy, that god mode. I am a lion looking down at ants type of feeling. And this game actually nails that when you overpower for things. I've seen. So the only problem is that, like, and this is the biggest thing. Let's say I'm grinding and I want Royal Contravene because we got Hellhest coming out. I don't have the availability, the option, or any of that to actually get that weapon to C3. There's no drivable path where I can get that weapon to C3 within a reasonable time frame. And
yeah, I did the math for it yesterday. I think it's around like 1600 pinnacle energy to get the materials to max out an exotic.
Yeah. And
it's crazy.
That's if you get lucky with photons.
That's wild.
And if you get lucky with photons, because if you don't get lucky with photons, then you have to add on all those black market points that you have to spend.
Yeah.
I have never gotten a photon to drop. I have only gotten them
possibly one.
That's it.
I bought all of mine from the black market. I think it's when you need 7 to max out. Yeah. So 7 1% chances. Per exotic.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's actually insane.
Who was it? Was it you that said it was 66.666%? Or 66.666 runs?
Well, what a number.
What a number, yeah.
What a number.
Yeah, they're the bane of my existence. It's not shocking, right? But, the thing is, a lot of people, especially if they get a cool gun, like, we're not talking about 3 to 5 exotics here. We're talking about 20. And in theory, there's going to be at least a couple more coming with each update.
We know there's at least one more coming.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's one of those things, like, you just...
So it's the real goal is as a player, because I have very limited experience in Destiny.
Yeah,
so I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, what is it a pinnacle problem? Is it a grind problem? Is it a lack of an end game that we're lost on? But you're thinking like the general community just wants the ability of easily maxing characters to get that sort of power.
Well, not easily, no.
Well, like, not easily. Yeah, they just want to be able to do it.
Yeah, we just want to be able to do it. Like, if it takes freaking 20 hours to max out a character, or hell, if it takes 40 hours to max a character, people will do it.
Yeah. As long as there's a clear path, right? Like that's,
as long as there's like a clear path and it's not like some really asinine bullcrap, kind of like how Singularity Chaos is right now.
Yeah, like we're talking. I believe we're talking at least a month per character at the moment,
and that's just for the material costs, and that's not even to get them to like max. That's just to get them to like base 200 artifacts, a fully built exotic, and their relic as well.
I have a question for you guys. Do you think if they swapped Expanse and Calamity to weekly instead of bi-weekly, would it would it be a huge fix to the problem?
I think it would help.
It would help, but it
I mean,
wouldn't
it
be a
helped, but
fix.
like,
Because you're doubling you're doubling not only the clusters, you'd be doubling fruits, you'd be doubling lumina leaves, you'd be doubling whatever those stupid ring things are to refractor.
Yeah.
You'd be doubling all that in the expanse per month.
I'm
but
really hesitant to like say just move it to a weekly thing without also just addressing the rest of the material income stuff, because you also have to like remind yourselves that we have to be casual friendly. Like I know pretty much everybody here probably isn't a casual player, but we still want our game to be casual friendly, even if it isn't a casual game. And we want to give them the time to be able to pursue these goals, because if, you know, they only have 1 weekend to try this version of the Expanse, and then a week passes, and then it's fully reset, it's brand new stages, brand new modifiers, brand new cards, and maybe even, like, completely swap their element. They could have been building up, let's say, their Estella for that entire week, and, you know, maybe they don't get it that weekend, and then the next week it's freaking, let's say, Void and, I don't know, Piercing.
Right. Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, you know, they can't use the Stella. So they have to then build a different character. And
That's true. Fair.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the
that kind of
rewards
rat race
reset weekly, but the I guess modifiers, if you will, reset on a different cadence. So, 'cause, I mean, I agree that you need the cadence. You need to have a you know, sort of beginner-friendly model where anyone can pick up the game and understand, okay, cool, I like this game or not, without scaring them with being overwhelmed. And I think we're close to that right now with how many different material upgrades there are, and that's without even knowing how impossible it is to fully upgrade something.
Yeah, too many materials. I feel like also, I mean, if you're adding the looter shooter aspect to this game, you can't have a looter shooter and cap people from looting, because at that point, you know, you're scaring away the looter shooter player base, because it's like, well, I can't really progress because nothing that I'm getting, the basic rewards don't mean anything. The rewards that are from the pinnacle energy.
What Destiny players love seeing the number go up.
Oh yeah,
big number go up.
Oh yeah,
big number go up.
Big number go big.
Monkey brain happy.
And someone in chat is even talking about. Someone in chat's even talking about just being able to refund our exotic materials. Like, say, you know, you dumped into a character. If you're a casual player, you know what I mean?
Okay, but here's the deal. Like, I would much rather just have the ability to build multiple exotics rather than just like shuffle around my materials, because that's ultimately.
Agreed. If they had a system in place that made it easier to just have multiple exotics built, I'd take that any day over having to like max all your things into one. But at least at the moment, as it stands, it feels like the exotic infusion cores. I'm like being fully free to play and stuff. Like, I'm so down bad on those on a weekly basis that it's just like I have to like spend all my pinnacle and legendary missions to like grind those 4 at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so if they were able to
4 at a time for all that pinnacle energy is worth it.
It's probably not, but your boy needs some exotic infusions.
I mean, I'm just gonna say straight up, if Pandora was not coming to me daily with 40 cores and a photon, I would not be anywhere close to maxing out my Hamiri.
I feel like if they were to take that route, you're just having people playing inventory management the game. Like you're not even like you're gonna spend more time in your inventory. Like, okay, I want to play this activity that needs this character. All right, time to take everything off Tan 2, swap it over to the other guy, spend 15-20 minutes moving all my resources over, and then you want to go to the next activity that requires, you know, instead of Ningfei, it requires, you know, Gwen. You're just gonna take it. I feel like you're just asking for people to be playing inventory management at that point.
Well, and you are losing a bit of resources every time you reset. It's not a lot. It's like 10%, but you are losing.
10% of the infinite glimmer I have.
So, I feel like now we could move on to the next one, which I feel like moving pretty cleanly into that. The terrible RNG on basically everything. And I have listed low artifact drop rates, refactoring, just that entire system. Exotic mods in general, decals for some reason, photons.
Decals.
Decals.
The artifacts are real bad. Yesterday I think I had a bunch of bonus pinnacle energy, so I had probably close to like 200 pinnacle energy, and I dropped it all in in Chaos, and I
How
had
many
enough
get-
to maybe refractored twice. Like when you get to the point where it takes 12,
that's
like 12 of it.
refractoring
Yeah, like it's crazy.
It's twice in like a base 180. Like as soon as you get to like 190 or 200, oh, like especially 200, like it's pretty much guaranteed that you have to hit that pity every single time. I don't think I've ever seen somebody with like a base 200 artifact get like it before pity or even get more than a +1 attribute point.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
actually like somebody in my server actually did the number crunching. If I can pull that up, I think it was in the Destiny Rising builds channel.
Yeah,
If
it's
I scroll
insane.
up real quick. Oh, yep. So yeah, here is essentially the artifactual essence. I have it on stream right now. To take something from attribute level 195 all the way up to 220, it would take 770 artifactual essence.
Jeez.
From 195 to so that's already starting out really good. Like 195, that's a goated artifact drop. The highest I've ever seen like a base artifact drop, I think was 209, and I saw that like once. I've seen like 2 artifacts that like drops from me above base 200.
And they still haven't fixed it where basics are still dropping low, right?
Yeah, it seems
I
like
haven't kept an eye on it.
I mean, you say fixed, but that's intentional game design.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like from my perspective, I'm looking at it as like I get a high one to drop, and I start leveling that, and then I farm basic ones so I can attribute transfer over later.
That's the way you got to do it. That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it keeps giving me Valiant Veils on my Ningfei, even though I've already got that 209 roll.
What's everyone's thought on the elemental lock on exotic?
I mean, if I could actually grind my exotics, I'd be okay with it. But personally, I just don't really see any reason why the elemental lock exists, considering that there's not really any sort of like actual identity between the artifacts. If it was a different system, like if we had like exotics that were actually like exotic armor in Destiny 2, where you could only equip one, and it had a very unique perk, then I could definitely be okay with them having some lockout, maybe some elemental lockouts. But honestly, I feel like a rolled lockout would work a lot better than an elemental lockout.
I feel like that would have been an interesting system if they made it so you could equip 3 of the mythic artifacts, and then there was like 1 exotic artifact, and that exotic artifact had like completely different special perks, like stat effects compared to the mythic ones to make them feel more like exotic armor.
I feel like it would be better to just have a separate exotic slot.
Yeah.
Because if we did it that way, then it would basically just be like, okay, which slot has like the worst artifacts compared to like the worst mythics compared to the exotics.
True.
Or like which exotic can I not live without? And I would much rather have like 4 mythics and 1 exotic that is like very exclusive, very powerful. And I already talked about some other ideas of what they could do, and it should be like some real character changing stuff. One thing that I mentioned was a void item in Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain 2 specifically. It took the ukulele, which originally is an item where when you hit an enemy, it would like spread some lightning out to other targets. But the corrupted version of that item made it so that the extra damage would just then be like focused onto the same target. So I was thinking like an exotic like that with, I don't know, like Caber or Ningfei, that'd go insane.
You can have even something like the different Nova bombs, like say Ikora. Instead of having 1 like Slova bomb, you could have an artifact that switches it into like a 3 split, like we had in Destiny 1.
I don't really think it would be a good idea to make it like character specific changes like that. Maybe just like some general changes, because like obviously something chain lightning, that's something that pretty much every single, well, not every single character, but it's something that a lot more characters can make use of. But, you know, obviously something like turning a Slova bomb into, like, I don't know, the cluster Nova bomb, that's just specific to Ikora.
True.
Yeah.
What do you talking about, like characters and things that are locked to characters? What are you guys' opinions on, like, what if they ever change the game so that any character could kind of play any weapon kit?
I don't think that's going to be possible. It would break too many things because of the kit identities.
They would have to rework a lot of stuff. I definitely feel like they could open it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like a choice, one or two.
But there would need, there would need to be some heavy reworks if they want to open up the entire system. 'Cause
My
Ningfei with
suggestion is
like,
to-
like you think Ningfei is crazy with Mahamiri? Imagine giving Ningfei is like sniper rifle.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I think you intended that to be bad, but I think you just kind of got all of us excited.
Well, no, I intended it to be good, but yeah. So I mean,
my thing
obviously,
is keep it in the same family, right? Like let
Yeah.
them. So if you got scout rifles, what's the difference between or snipers? What's the difference between letting them use a sniper, or letting them use a linear? It's the same effect, right? Because they're both piercing.
Yeah.
Let them stay within the Shinka addressment types. Definitely make more new characters with multiple Shinka addressment abilities, like Finala and Wolf, but particularly a 5-star, preferably. But
I could have been crazy, but I
I
could have heard someone saying that in the Chinese beta, Wolf was able to switch between 3 different weapon types. Maybe I misheard someone, but I might have been mishearing from someone just spewing shit. But I could have heard someone say that only Wolf was allowed to switch weapon types at some point.
Huh?
I
This is the
don't
first
know.
time I hear about it.
I heard
You
something
got that
about that as
aura.
well. I didn't see any like actual confirmation on it.
Okay.
I mean, moving a bit further into the RNG department, exotic mods. That entire system.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
please.
so
I have like 5. I have like 5. Please give me some more.
So
I didn't
not
realize
only-
until 2 days ago that the perk actually increases your power as well. I thought it was just like, here's a little bonus to make your perks a little bit stronger. I didn't
No, it's
realize
really-
it actually increased your power as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None of the
so
exotic
not-
mods that I have so far actually match any other perks that I want to put them on.
I have one. I have
you
one on
poor
my
son
total
of a bitch.
lockdown.
Yeah, so not only do you have a chance at getting an exotic mod on a weekly or daily locked out resource, being either Pinnacle Energy at an extremely low percentage, or from your frontline keys, or, you know, let's just be honest, you're getting all of them from your challenge keys. But even like right now, where I've got almost an entirely maxed out like exotic drop, like mod drop chance, I'm at 45%. There are some days where I load in, I spend 2 keys, and I get nothing.
Yeah.
It just completely blanks.
And not
The
only
other
that, but
issue-
how many of you have gotten mod drops from the 14% from like strikes or something like that?
Maybe one.
I've never gotten one
I
there.
think I got one from strikes, but I've definitely gotten a couple from.
I got one
front
from
lines.
my
But that's
from my
me taking
commander
it just
ops
from lucky.
yesterday, but
Yo,
it's very
nice.
rare.
Like I feel like
But-
I've gotten more exotics than I have exotic mods. Like
Yeah, for
5%
real.
Chance is
No,
much
for
higher
real.
than that 14%.
I think
So,
the other
like-
issue I have with it is that they obviously didn't plan it very well, because there's some perks
Oh.
that you just can't get there. Like for example, I think it's the Del 3, the Void Pulse Rifle on Tan. The God Roll perk on the 3rd slot, you can't get the bonus for it. The Exotic Scout Rifle ammo mod doesn't roll with that perk bonus. It's impossible to get.
Yep,
Yeah.
I noticed that too. And I think that's
Which kind?
partly because it's different from the beta. When we played the beta, the mod system was completely night and day from what it is now.
I'm gonna be honest, I preferred the beta system more for the
I
mods.
did too. I did too.
Yeah. But like right now, we're dealing with one. It's really difficult to actually get your hands on the mod, and once you actually get your hands on the mod, then it's like, okay, did I get the right? Like, let's say you got the right mod for the right slot. Did you get the right perk upgrade? And if you got the right perk upgrade, did you get the right damage
Random rolls.
increase?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
did you get the right rolls for it? Because like straight up, there are some weapons where if you didn't get the right thing or if you got the wrong thing, it's back to the.
That's the thing. I feel like even without like for both this and like artifacts and artifact refactoring, I feel like even without like with unlimited pinnacle energy, unlimited resources, it would still take an insane amount of time to
Oh,
like
yeah.
farm perfect rolls.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's like
RNG
they,
on top of RNG.
yeah,
And frankly, like I feel like if we could just grind this stuff, it wouldn't be nearly as much of a problem.
I'll tell you what they need to do, and somebody mentioned this in that Reddit post that I made. They need to take the exotic mods, put them on front lines as a 3% drop on basic rewards, and call it a day. Do it the same way they do the exotic artifacts in Chaos. Period.
Yeah, but then I'd have to play Frontlines all day.
Yeah, but
I got in
But
one
you know
exotic
what?
from Frontlines, so they exist.
Well, yeah, I got 2 exotics from a single chest opening. It happened on stream, and everybody was upset about it.
You gotta just use that fish buff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
the
and that
fish
fish
ball.
ball.
Oh yeah, of course.
If you know, you know.
Yep. So, and after that, I had written decals, and can I just say, like, I love the decal. Well, I love the decal system. A lot of the decals look bad.
That's fair.
But there are a few decals that look really good, especially with the glows active.
I've seen a
But
few
here's the-
people have them on with them actually look half decent, but I would
Yeah.
say that's like 5% of the time. The other 95% of the time I see someone using a decal, I'm like, you look like you just threw up on yourself.
Yeah. But so you have to, one, get the decal, obviously, and they're all single use, and it, like, if you remove it, it's gone forever. 2, you got to get the rare drop of the exotic decal upgrade. 3, you have to actually have the exotic decal upgrade, actually work when you apply it to the decal. And 4, you have to actually get the decal color upgrade that you want because it's a random chance.
Is it
Hashtag
I know on the lower qualities it's like a 40% for it to succeed. Is that true for the higher rarities as well?
Yeah. So when you get all the way up to getting like the exotic
Yes.
glows on it, it's a 40% with like 40% chance, and it consumes the materials that you
Yeah.
use if you don't. Know.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that percentage got worse as you went up the tiers or if it stayed the same.
Yeah.
I
So
just gotta bring in shaders.
honestly, let us put decals on weapons as well. Like that'd be so cool.
I'm surprised they
but,
don't.
100%.
Very tiny little thing there, and then obviously moving on to photons. I believe we already talked about photons and how.
Yeah,
bad
we
that
already
is.
talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Those materials.
next up on the topic list, I had the very small amount of content, and that includes the current weapons available for the units. So I feel like the amount of content that we have available right now would have been really good for a month. A month and a half?
Pushing it.
Yeah.
I'm
Month
gonna
and
be
a half is
completely
good.
honest. I'm more than happy with the content we have. I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's a good amount. I like there's tons
But
of different
he's-
activities to play.
Yeah.
The weapons are
I-
definitely a little bit lackluster with each character only having really like 2 options to use.
If we had better like rewards, I feel like I'd be a bit more positive on the amount of content that we have available.
I can
But
sit
you
there
get
in
to the
chaos
point
all day,
where
man.
you get to the point where you've gone through like your 1000th chaos run, and you're just like, man, I am so tired of this.
Oh yeah, I think with the state of the materials and the pinnacle energy and stuff like that, like the amount of content that's in the game would be good if we were able to grind the materials to boost our characters up to go for leaderboard runs, because I feel like that's the bread and butter is the leaderboard runs, the calamity ops and stuff like that. But we don't have the resources to get these certain characters up there. You have
Yeah.
to pick and choose.
And, obviously beyond that, I had listed the amount of weapons that are available for units, because straight up, there are only like 1 to 2 weapon options, and oftentimes one of those 2 weapon options are just completely bad. And it's even worse when you've only got 1 weapon option on a character, and that weapon is bad.
Yeah, I think Intel
Ikora.
only has one. There's
Ikora.
only one mythic hand cannon, right?
On
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, there's one.
Let's,
Yo,
Like
where's
Xuan
my
Wei,
auto
Atal,
rifle?
just like straight up do not have good primaries. Wolf has like the biggest 5 out of 10 primary in the entire game.
Ikora.
Ikora, Sisterhood of
do not,
Boinks.
Ikora
don't
the
diss
goat?
that GL, man. That GL puts in work. Okay.
I can't tell if you're serious.
Present fleet.
I am 100% serious, man.
To be
Oh, you
fair,
are?
I
Okay.
recently ran a legendary campaign with like a 70k Ikora, and I was like, man, this actually slaps.
I'm going to assume you borrowed that 70k Ikora, right?
We got the
70K
fucking
Ikora,
bonky mode
crazy.
showing up in chat already.
All right. But yeah, like we just
Well-
need more weapons for the characters in
Yeah, I
general.
feel like that's
especially
an
when they're
issue that's
locked.
gonna go
Like-
away as we get more updates.
Yeah,
So it's a temporary
yeah.
issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a temporary issue, but like when we have characters, it really sucks to just be like this long into a patch, and we just got like no weapons across any of the things.
I think what increased that issue as well is the fact that we know that there's weapons that they could have been putting in stuff and they didn't,
Yeah.
like the
Oh, yeah.
the raid weapons for Eclipse, the bad juju for the Morgan's Prey event.
I mean, and there's also
I'm
just
willing to
straight
bet
up a
we're
bunch
gonna
of
see
weapons
that.
that there's straight up a bunch of weapons that are in promotional material that just aren't in the game. Like if you go to the claim menu right now, you will see Wolf holding an AR that has not appeared in either the alpha, beta, or launch of the game.
Yeah, where's all our guns?
The question, though, is that
auto rifle?
is that an actual mock-up or is that just art? Because the question is it an actual thing from the game or is it just something drawn? It's a 3D render? Interesting, interesting.
And yeah,
But
time
yeah,
loss, we did talk about superposed photons. So I feel like we went through that, decent pace. Talk about the amount of content weapons available. I mean, it's a very self-evident issue.
Yeah. Can we talk about, just to insert a little bit, can we talk about the new character? Do we think that'll bring, is that just a nice to have, or is that going to bring any more energy to the game?
I'm going to be completely honest. I feel like this character is going to be the biggest flop ever.
Do you really? Like from a damage or just from an overall acceptance?
From an overall acceptance, because this is a game with Ningfei in it.
Literally.
And we saw that
Ningfei
trailer.
is
That
real.
she had 0 movement abilities. She is Arc Estella. She will move like a brick, and it doesn't matter if like she hits like a brick, because like that's gonna be doubling up on arc stuff. Like you'd probably just be better off running 2 Ningfeis than like a Tantu or an Umeko in the upcoming Calamity Ops. I mean, she's probably gonna be good in her own expanse. If
I don't understand why they did 2 summoners back to back.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
and the other thing is that she is using very, very uncommon weapon types for meta units. I mean, for one, like brand new weapon type bow. So nobody's gonna have any bows, and very few people are going to be having. Well, I say very few people, but there aren't going to be as many precision mods rolling around in people's inventories.
Yep. Agreed.
So it's going to be a huge investment to build her up, especially especially when there are other characters who will probably be able to deal with piercing Sheikahs. She's going to have to do some like really, really crazy stuff, because if all she does is like buff damage, or like have crazy good clear and buff damage, like people aren't really going to need that, especially if you have to like relent on being able to break more elemental shields, or relent on being able to like run 2 Ningfeis. Because like right now in the current Calamity Ops, people aren't even running Estella anymore. They're running 2 Ningfeis and a Yola or a Gwyn.
Yep.
So were both good in D2? Like, is that going to be part of the issue at all? Do you think?
I mean, they were never really that great, unless they were.
I think they were more fun than great.
Yeah.
There's been a few great ones like Le Monarch and a few others, but
Trinity Ghoul, which is coming to this game.
Yeah,
Trinity
but to
Ghoul.
be fair, like every character can do chain lightning, so it's like, what really is Trinity Ghoul bringing to the table here?
Exactly. Like Trinity Ghoul was great before we had like every single character and ability being able to clear an entire room of red bars.
Right, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we already have similar stuff like that in Destiny Rising. I mean, Ningfei is literally just risk running the character.
He really is.
Yep.
Man, that's the problem I have, is I want to run Calamity Ops with Ningfei, but I don't have, there's not enough, energy and mats to get them up there to power.
I mean, I feel like we can just like go to this topic, as I mean, we're already talking about like, quote, the Ningfei agenda and
Ningfei.
future metas of this game. Like, frankly, I don't really see how they can move on going forward with like the current endgame setup. Because it's literally just going to be like Ningfei and whatever character fills the other side of what's needed in the Calamity Ops.
I agree with that.
Someone's saying they have footage of a wave frame grenade launcher with Ikora.
Oh yeah, that's from the beta. It was usable it was usable in a what's it called?
I don't remember that from the beta.
It was usable in a character trial.
Oh, interesting.
It was either the character trial or the tutorial. It was a wave frame grenade launcher. And I believe we also like saw some knowledge about the Foundry, and that's some spoiler stuff.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, I think a waveframe for Ikora would be weird, especially if you have to deal with flying enemies.
Well, actually, the waveframes in this game, they will have like impact detonation.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
All right.
From what I've seen, every grenade launcher has impact detonation built in.
Ooh, I like that.
So like even if it's like a wave or something like that, it'll still, if you hit them directly, it's still gonna blow.
Yeah.
So
But the main problem is, one, it's like currently it's a gacha, so they can't nerf Ningfei. But the
Right.
other issue is that even if they could nerf Ningfei, if they did nerf Ningfei or they nerfed his weapon, that is going to cause such an uproar, especially right now, because everybody knows how good he is. And I'm frankly convinced that everybody who has Ningfei, unless they absolutely hate him, is probably building their Ningfei right now as we speak.
Oh, totally.
and what
I'm
did I
literally
say
doing it
during
right
the
now.
beta Phi? I said, one day people will understand the
I think-
Ningfei supremacy.
I think the
Oh,
bigger
man.
issue is that every single activity for endgame materials is built around speedrunning. There's no survivability
Yeah, there's no
activities.
endurance content in this
So
Cries
all
and
of the
Elder.
movement characters have a huge advantage at the moment.
Yep.
There's nothing to say like an activity where Tan2 would be amazing because he has it would allow him to survive longer than any other character. Or like a Yolder with her insane defense or healing. It's basically just like go fast or don't get anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, even in the current expanse, which, like, the current solar expanse, which is heavily shielded towards Estella, they've got ability cards, they've got, like, freaking multiple spots where you can you're literally just standing still on a plate or defending an area, like, you're not doing any movement whatsoever, and Ningfeis are still gapping her by, like, an entire minute or more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm literally doing it right now too.
Yeah.
On Ningfei.
I mean, even in the Void Expanse.
This
like,
man.
there's a Ningfei topping the leaderboard in the Void Expanse right now.
Yeah, I think that's Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's
frankly-
insane.
Yeah, frankly, I don't really see a way that they can continue on with the current model of the endgame without, either, doing something that's going to, like, really piss people off, which is either, like, nerfing a character or a weapon, or, like, severely power creeping.
Agreed.
I think
both those things would immediately kill the game, like, straight up. Like,
I think their other main option is just adding in other endgame activity
Yeah,
requirements
obviously,
besides
like-
speed running.
I mean, that's what happened in Wuthering Waves. They had primary content, which was essentially just like, how fast can you clear the boss?
Mm-hmm.
And, there were a bunch of characters where AoE was a large part of their strength. So what they wound up doing is they wound up creating a separate endgame, which was more focused on AoE content and how much damage that you can deal to a group of enemies, like waves of enemies.
Oh, thank God Ningfei's not good at that.
Well, I'm saying specifically, like, that's what happened
No, I
in
know.
Wuthering Waves.
I'm just
That's the
kidding.
thing, like-
there were some characters that were like really, really good at AoE, but not so good against bosses, and they wound up like rising all the way up to the top for that specific game mode.
And
So,
looter
like,
shooter players love their horde modes. Like,
Oh,
Yep.
yep.
Oh, yep. They love them.
Yo, I would love a horde mode.
Yeah, that'd
Yep.
be sick.
Like, if we get a piece of content where it's literally just progressive waves forever, and like the goal is to get as many waves cleared as possible, and the enemies are always increasing in difficulty, like they're dealing more damage, they're more aggressive, like they get extra modifiers on them.
to be fair, we've already seen that and how that changed the leaderboard. Kind of. We had Morgan's Hunt, and the top leaderboard
yeah,
team was
triple
3 Estellas. So like it does
true.
change things up. God, I love that
definitely.
event. I didn't love the rewards, but I love the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think the rewards were good for the first 15 chests, and then it just falls off too hard.
Maybe I just got unlucky because I didn't get shit.
Oh, really? You're
I mean, that
guaranteed
that
one
ties into
exotic.
another topic that I had, which, skipping back a little bit, talking about the terrible event rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean,
think like Morgan's was close, but
yeah, Morgan's
Yeah,
was
Morgan's
the
was
closest we
best.
got to good event rewards,
It was a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it was a step in the right direction, and then immediately after we get 12 artifactual essences and essentially
10,000 glimmer.
I could not believe that was actually
two
the
basic
reward.
claims from Morgan's Prey.
Yeah.
Like
How much
it's not
glimmer do we
even
get
it's
from
not
the
even a
Go-Go
significant
skin?
amount of glimmer that would be like, okay, you know what, like it's a free material, but they're giving people so much of it that it's gonna make it so they don't have to worry about grinding it. It's 10K. That's two basic claims in Morgan's. It's less than two basic claims in Morgan's Prey, right? Because two basic claims in Morgan's Prey gives you 13K. Like we got freaking like essentially like 20 pinnacle energy because like if you spend the same amount of pinnacle energy that would take to get the artifactual essences in Chaos, you'd be getting like high stat attribute exotics, and you'd also be getting elemental fruits. So you essentially get like 20 pinnacle energy and like 10 minutes of basic claims.
Yeah, this event really showed like how
to be fair,
much the improvements have to be events.
I believe there's supposed to be an exotic sparrow in that shop
Yeah,
that's
there is
going to go
supposed
in
to be-
later.
Yeah, that's going to go.
Yeah,
in
it goes
later,
in
but-
next week because there was some type of glitch with the way it was rendering or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, but even so, like just it's like one reward for an entire event slot. Because it'd be different if this was like an event that was running alongside like a bigger event. Like this was a side event. But no, this is the primary content that was being released for this final week of season 1.
Not even finally.
It's
It
season
lasts
2.
2 weeks. This event runs 2 weeks as well,
well,
right?
Well, yeah, or
Yeah.
final week of Act 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 2 weeks, and the rewards are like that. And not only that, and exactly the same as it comes to like the previous like leaderboard events, all of the cosmetic rewards outside of this like animated emblem that we've received for like leaderboard achievements, they are all temporary. They will go away. You will not be able to keep these. The chat frame, the Morgan's Prey chat frame, like probably like who cares about this? Like who's gonna be, I don't know, like freaking 2 months later into the game being like, oh man, the Morgan's Prey chat frame is so cool. Like I am so sad I missed out on that. But like nobody even has the opportunity to do that because it's like, oh well, I mean, I had the Morgan's Prey chat frame or the Morgan's Hunt chat frame, and 2 weeks later it's gone. Like
yeah,
it's
I don't know
basically
what
the
they're
opposite
thinking
of
with that.
it's literally the opposite of FOMO. It's like, which is so stupid to me. Is like, okay, yeah, I can grind for this reward, but it's gonna be taken away from me. And even like the freaking Founders bundle, like that.
The
chat
Founders
frame
one
you got-
was the one I had the biggest issue with because I can
Yeah, like-
understand if they had the Morgans one like last until the next time the Morgans event came around. But just like getting rid of the Founders one, unless they're planning to add a Founders one back again next month,
Oh.
like it's weird.
Let me comment on this actually because this is a little bit of an interesting thing. I'm continually getting notifications on the Founders.
Oh,
And
yeah,
if you
me too.
look
Oh,
at it,
yeah.
it says Act 1. So there is
Yeah.
going to be an
Oh.
Act 2 Founders bundle, which is why they take it from you. But still, you paid for it. It
Yeah.
should not be removed. Number one.
Well,
Number
yeah.
two,
Mm-hmm.
they're removing these ones like Morgrans from our inventory because they intend to reintroduce the event. When really all they had to do was just introduce gilding.
Yeah. Like,
Just make it where it gets a gold banner or something.
Yeah,
That's
just
all
get
you
a-
have to do.
And they have the gilding system already in the game for the seals, so
Mhm.
it's like,
Yeah, but I think what the most egregious one is the like Eclipse leaderboard. Like the fact
Yeah.
that you grinded for that position, and like obviously the only people who are going to care that much about the title are going to be like the top 10 or the top 20.
So
'Cause,
is
like,
that
there's-
top 100 number going away eventually?
Yep,
Like
it's gonna
next to
be going
people's
away.
name?
oh wow.
Yeah, I had a, yeah. I could have swore I read that, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Like the top 30 basically got screwballed out of their reward as well, because the reward was that exotic ghost shell, and then the next day they were like, "Oh, so we're adding that into the loot pool."
Well, we already knew that the exotic ghost shell would be added to the loot pool. That was like, we knew about that before the event even went live.
It's still like
But
I don't know.
It's like
Yeah.
really funny. Like like all those people go through like top 20 or top 30, did all that work for it, and I go and do a basic claim and I get it on my first time going through a break-in.
To be fair, the top 30 got like 20,000 extra glimmer.
Oh, true.
That's crazy.
That's double what the Sparrow event is giving us.
Yep.
Oh, the Sparrow.
Yeah, also talking about like Sparrow event, the fact that we don't even get a pull, like not
Yeah,
even
that's
a
crazy.
single standard pull.
They're
from the
being
Sparrow
very stingy on pulls.
like
and
It's
it,
because the gotcha system's so generous, they're being like that too. I almost
yeah,
guarantee it.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why basically every single gotcha creator who will say like, oh wow, yeah, I mean like they got rid of the 50-50, or like, and this is when it comes to gotcha games in general, not specifically Destiny Rising, but when they talk about like gotcha systems, they always warn players whenever they see something like, oh, they got rid of 50-50, or they've got a very low pity, because every single time like something like that happens, it doesn't really matter how many pulls it takes or how low the rates are or how high the rates are, if you get enough pulls regardless. Because like when it comes to freaking Wuthering Waves, you get like 100 pulls or so per patch, and that's pretty much, or like some people even get more pulls per patch. It varies obviously, but most people don't have issues like getting a limited 5-star every single update, regardless.
That's the
Yeah,
thing,
it might
like-
not be the limited 5-star you want. Well, hold on. Limited is
Yeah.
the key there. I have lost every pity I've ever done in WUWA. So
Yeah.
except for one, except for Yuno's the only one I haven't lost. I just won her the other day. So that's
I get this rolls back to like the whole marketing towards Destiny players instead of gotcha players. When you have someone who like me who comes in who's barely touched gotchas before, I played like Genshin for maybe a week when it came out. Like this system is fucking disgusting to me. Like, and especially like it's not as noticeable on my main account because I'm gonna be fair. Like I whaled all the journey bundles, but when I started my free to play account, I still haven't pulled. I've been playing it for like probably over like I don't know 3 weeks at this point, and I haven't pulled a 5-star yet. I haven't pulled from the like I haven't gotten a single 5-star from the event
Well,
banner.
yeah, Joe, I've been free to play since the beginning, and I still haven't even hit my 180.
Yeah, I haven't even hit my 60. So like it's not it's not a good spot for free to play players. That's for sure.
Absolutely not. One of my friends,
Agreed.
Ryan, was put together all of the Lumia sources from like everything on like a low spender perspective for like 60 pulls for a T0, okay? And including the Tree of Light's Blessing, which adds, I think, like 15 pulls a month, you were still only getting like 51 pulls, including the Tree of Light's Blessing. So a free-to-play player is getting like 35 pulls a month. Like
That's crazy.
sans events, like minus events, but even so, like we can't even really like take events into account, considering the fact that like the 3 events that we've gotten so far, only one of them actually gave Lumia leaves. It was only 300 Lumia leaves.
It's true.
Yeah, the fact that the Tree of Blessing also doesn't even give a pull a day is it's something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least
But
like
if
give us a
Pokemon can let me open a
banner.
pack of cards every day, I think this game can let me get a draw every day.
That's a good comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one draw a day is not going to hurt anybody.
I mean, it's still 2 months to a
I mean,
fucking
I will
guaranteed,
say,
but
like compared to other gacha games that I've played, the polling system is actually decent. It's pretty good, actually. And
That's the
I've
thing, when
mentioned this, I've mentioned this before. Like the polling system in Destiny Rising is actually pretty good for like a low spender. However, it also kind of just ignores like all the other stuff like over here when it comes to like the gearing system in this game, and how if you're not like spending money on your keys and if you're not spending money on your pinnacle energy, then you're in like really tough spot.
Yep.
yeah, free like keys are just nasty on free to play. I
Yep.
can't imagine trying to grab exotics on a free to play account.
Yeah, I mean like there are some people, like I had somebody in my chat the other day say they spent like 7 keys and have gotten 0 exotic mods.
Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, next up we've got like, can this game even continue as a gacha? And this was like directly after the future of the game metas. So, you know, like touching back on how it is right now with like being Fae and other units who can frankly just like clear, or are like just that top of the line of meta. Like could they even go forward in this game, like in a stance where they can actually be selling units as a gacha game with characters like Ningfei? Because I said already, like, they can't nerf him because that would like kill the game, and they can't power creep him immediately because that would also ruin the game and like make everybody quit.
So let me ask what you mean. When you say, can this game continue as a gacha, do you mean exclusively as a gacha, or do you mean can we improve the system but still keep some gacha elements?
I mean,
let me throw my proposition out and see what you guys think. And I mentioned this in my videos a lot too, but here's my proposition. Every player logging in, you log in when the banner's live, you get a T0. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. But to get that T0, you got to complete the character quest. Now every player that plays this game is invested. They're going to log on every expansion. Period. We're going to give you 10,800 Lumia leaves per patch. And the way we're going to do that, because I actually discussed this with some of the viewers, the way we're going to do that is every time you cash Pinnacle Energy, you're going to get Lumia leaves for the activities. As long as you're cashing yellow Pinnacle Energy, you're going to get Lumia leaves that match the energy you burned. That gives you the potential to earn 120 per day, just on energy alone. So there's that. So basically, you can get a T1 and you'll get the T0 for every character for free. Move the cosmetics onto the banners. So instead of just having cash shop cosmetics, put old banner cosmetics into the cash shop, and any new cosmetics, put them in there for draws. And keep the overflow, the talent tree stuff into the overflow crystals in the banner. So if whales want to come in and go to T6, they still got to draw to do it. The gacha's still there. It's still functional. But people who just want a T0 can log in and they'll have their hero, and there's no problems with it. That's just my thoughts on it.
Not bad. I feel like moving the cosmetics might be a little bit too, like, because they still need to make money, and cosmetics are a huge revenue source for them. I feel like putting cosmetics into the banner, and I feel like I'm more than happy with cosmetics being in the store. Obviously not to an egregious amount, like it's still a looter shooter. I'm going to want to be able to loot some sort of cosmetics, but I feel like some stuff needs to stay in the store.
I feel like the cosmetic plus pay to progress route is going to be the best thing going forward. And yeah, like they can keep the gacha system, they just need to make it able to grind for characters.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard, and like there's definitely a market for it because I've seen it in the community and I've seen it in chat. There's not a market for like this new character coming out, but there's plenty of people who are like, yo, you drop Osiris, you drop Fellwinter, I'm spending my fucking bank account getting that man. Like I feel like that's gonna be, and they're obviously holding off on those things because they know that's what's going to make them the money, is like those big legendary characters from Destiny lore. But again, if you want to be able to make that money, you have to have the Destiny players that care about those characters. If you start marketing the gacha too hard, then you're gonna pull in a bunch of people who don't know Destiny lore and don't care about the Destiny characters.
So who's Fellwinter?
And there we go. We got ourselves a gacha man.
All right.
He's the hologram on the new character's arm.
I got that.
Somebody says, isn't CZZ, or Brandon Ray 22 says, isn't CCZ having a problem right now with Hoyo trying to force people to go for the new units dropping? Wouldn't that happen to us as well?
I'm not too caught up with the CCC stuff. Anybody else keep up?
I mean, like, frankly, when it comes to like just pull the new unit for like the new content, that's just gacha in general.
Oh, is it just
like
that?
every single gacha does that. And
well, yeah,
it really
that's
just
gonna happen
depends
here
on like
as well.
how much of a degree it is. Like, from what I've heard in ZZZ, it's kind of like, okay, you pull the new unit and like it's free, and if you don't pull the new unit, then it's like, I don't know, taking a 56k phenol through the expanse right now.
No, yeah. That's something that's gonna happen with every gacha. It just kind of depends how bad the power creep actually is. Like if we're going from being able to clear the expanse easily to not being able to clear it at all in like one patch, that would be a big issue. But if it happens in like a year, then probably people won't complain too much.
Yep. Well, I feel like we've kind of done the rest on this topic. So next up, I had challenging activities aren't more rewarding than mindless ones.
I blew my mind. The second I saw Grandmaster come out and I saw it have the exact same loot pool as Master and Strikes outside of key drops, I was like, what? Like, why would I play this activity once I'm out of keys? Like, what's the point of this activity besides the keys? The answer is nothing. There's no point of it outside of the keys.
The worst aspect to me of this is the fact that Iron Commander will actually give you more rewards than spending your Pinnacle Energy on a Grandmaster Strike or even a Calamity Ops.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yep.
Especially because they're requiring probably triple your time investment.
Yeah, you're getting more rewards for not playing the game than you are by playing the game.
Right.
At least when it comes to the difficult contents, like the Grandmaster Strikes.
I don't understand who greenlit this on the back end. Because I feel like, and maybe it's a failure to translate between language barriers. I don't know. But when we told them we wanted more difficult activities, we didn't mean for the same rewards. And I guess they didn't comprehend that. Like I said, I don't know if it's a language, like it could very well be a language barrier, to be honest. They might have just seen, oh, they want it to be more hard and not even thought, well, if it's going to be harder, we should give them more. But I mean, I feel like it's common sense. So I don't know who greenlit this. I assume it's the same person greenlighting the events that they've been throwing out and the rewards for those. But, you know, I just that is one of the most frustrating things to me is just how unrewarding the high-end end game is. Because, like, for someone like me, I'm not worried about crushing leaderboards necessarily, but I am worried about crushing content. I liked doing GMs in D2, and I like doing hard mode raids in D2. So for me, it's a lot more of a situation where I just really want to focus on that.
That's the thing, though, that you have to think about it too. Is like, what was the enjoyment from crushing GMs? Like, was it the exclusive loot pool from GMs? Did you enjoy that GMs had its own special loot pool of adept weapons and nightfall weapons? Yeah, exactly.
I loved popping into a GM, spending like 40 minutes on that strike, and coming out with 2 golf balls and an adept.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like we need some sort of incentive, like either whether it's a different weapon. I'm not saying bring adept weapons into this game, God forbid, but especially with especially with the materials right now, I do not want to throw materials.
Love adepts.
It'd be nice.
Fix the material system. I would love adepts.
Yeah, same. The main issue right now is the materials. I don't want adepts if the materials are staying the same, but just some sort of maybe different weapons, better weapons.
Well, Harold says Calamity Ops is pretty rewarding. Grandmasters are pretty rewarding on the first clear.
Yep.
Once you run out of that like keys or once you get that ranking Calamity Ops, then you are just waiting for the reset. Because spending your Pinnacle Energy in Grandmasters or Master Strikes is the exact same spending it in a Heroic Strike, which is less than what you'd get for AFKing in Iron Commander.
Speaking of which, why do rank rewards not reset?
They do reset. The rank up rewards reset on a seasonal basis.
Oh my gosh, dude. Are you serious?
Yeah. Yep. On a seasonal basis, not an X basis.
I have a question for those of us who were in the beta, because I could have swore I remember this from beta. Ranking up Calamity Ops was not as fucking atrocious as it is right now as it was in the beta, correct? Because I remember it was much easier to get up to max rank in the beta.
Correct, but it may also be because of the higher competition now.
That's the thing. Does the competition even matter outside of like the last 2 or 3 tiers? Like up to Expert 2, it's literally just a score threshold, isn't it?
Well, if you're at rank 200 on Expert 1, or on Expert 2 and somebody comes in and beats your score, I think, wouldn't you get put into the relegation zone for Expert 2? If I'm not mistaken,
I
that's how it
honestly
works,
have
right?
no like. There's not a good enough explanation in game on how it works. Whether like other people's scores matter. I just assumed it was for Expert 2. This is the score threshold, and this is what you need to hit to get promoted to the next zone. And I'm talking about like the top score, not like getting into the promotion zone specifically. Just like hitting that top score. I found in the beta, hitting that top score to get to the next zone was, as long as you were at power level and had matching Sheikah and element types, it was basically a breeze. And it was once you hit that end zone where leaderboards started mattering that things actually got difficult.
Nice.
Well, we do have an overseer in here, so I would love to hear your take on it, Fi.
Yeah, so one, I just want to say I enjoy how difficult it is. I enjoy the difficulty. I enjoy how optimized I need to make my runs and how sweaty I need to be. Okay, the difficulty is not negative to me, it is a positive. I do not enjoy the fact that casual players are straight up just locked out of a significant portion of their necessary character upgrade materials because they are not able to perform at a level that somebody like me or other dedicated players can.
That's what I'm trying to get at here. Like, you obviously had a set team when you went through to get your oversealer, but imagine most of the casual player base who are just matchmaking into this activity.
Oh yeah,
who can't even like we're not even talking about like overseer level quality. We're having people in matchmaking who can't even make it out of can't even make it to fucking Expert 1 because the score thresholds are just insane.
Mm-hmm. I just got an Expert 1 today. I can relate.
I feel like your casual player base matchmaking should be able to make it up to like the point where leaderboards start mattering, and then like that's when the challenge should start happening, because then you're actually fighting with other people to get to the top 100, top 1000, whatever, to get those final rewards.
Because when it comes to those score thresholds, if you're meeting those score thresholds, you're probably a top 100 player already.
Yeah,
or like close to it.
100%. And especially with the way it feels right now, it feels like if you don't got Ning Fei, like you're not hitting Expert 1. Like if there's not a fucking 70k Ning Fei, like the activity will ask for 64k, but if you don't have a 70k Ning Fei and Gwyn on your team, you're still not making that threshold.
Well, you could probably do it with Wolf instead of Gwyn.
Fair.
I say probably because I did it.
The top 1%.
Okay, but Wolf has a really Wolf has a really high skill ceiling too, though.
Yes.
Like,
that's accurate.
If you're going to run him, you gotta be on it.
Yeah, that's always what I say whenever I talk about Wolf.
Number 1 Wolf right here.
Yeah.
Period.
So. And beyond that, the next topic I had was terrible rewards for milestones, like Acclaim giving Bright Dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, there comes a point where you don't even should level up Acclaim anymore. I guess there's not really a need to unless you really want to see the number go up higher.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite one is the end of shifting gates. Like hitting max shifting gates, like here's one draw.
Yeah, they gotta at least throw some draws in there or something for the Acclaim stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like a lot of them are. I find a lot of it is it's like low bright dust, and then it's some of those like it's just like the pigment stuff that I find most of the communities doesn't give a shit about.
Yeah, when you guys were talking about decals, I haven't interacted with the system. I don't know, like once.
Same.
I used it once and I was like, eh.
Yeah.
So like seeing that as a reward consistent is like great. More things I'll probably never touch.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd be nice even like not even like
oh shit.
at like the major stuff, like maybe at like 40, 50, like give us like Lumina Leaves or pulls, but like the in between, like just give us some mythic resources, like give us something that can actually help our progression.
I feel like you should at the very least be able to grind your characters up to about like 90% completion.
That's fair.
Like someone was saying in chat before, like what are we considering like a max character? And like obviously like 60, I think it's 65 for Grandmaster. I feel like max you're around 70k. Like
70
around 70.
Max characters should be like 72k minimum, because that's
I would
like
say
the,
70k
that-
minimum.
That's the power threshold you need to hit for Master Calamity Ops. Like
Is
that-
72? Okay.
Well, it's like 71.4k. But yeah. So essentially, what that means is you need like close to base 200 artifacts. You need like you could probably skimp out a little bit on the artifact gilding. You need fully leveled up exotic mods on your mythic with double mythic perks, and you also need a fully leveled up or like basically everything except for the last upgrade, like 3 catalysts. What is it like? They're 7 upgrades. Yeah, 7 upgrades. So like 6 upgrades.
Like my Tan2 is at close to 73 right now, and he's got max exotic, double mythics, exotic mods that match my perks. I've maxed my gilding, and then my artifacts are around like 27, 28.
Yeah, so it's a very, very tight threshold, especially because, like, even with the theoretical maximum power I already talked about before, how it's, like, literally, well, I say literally impossible, but it's, like, completely unreasonable to get 220 artifacts. Like, so you basically just have to hit, like, that 200 or, like, slightly above 200, and you just have to deal with that. Because otherwise you're literally going to be spending a month of pinnacle energy on a single exotic artifact.
Yeah. It brings us back to
RNG
on exotic mods.
Yeah, brings us back to like the reward system in general. So, obviously, you know that the final thing related to Destiny Rising that we haven't like done dedicated topic session on was the small amount of communication, and I know we talked about it like slightly. But I feel like it needs some reiteration that we just have no confidence or nothing to like inspire confidence going forward. Because the only thing that we've gotten like related to a roadmap or like a design for this game is the fact that they told us that every single month we're going to be getting a game update. Like, and there's going to be like a season launch, then an Act 2 launch, and then the next season, and then the next Act 2. So on and so forth. Okay? And the first thing that they told us on that live stream, the quote game content update that they were giving us was the Season 1 update. Alright? And what we got on that Season 1 launch was Estella, Umeko, their character quests, and that was it.
Isn't that somewhat relatable to like from what I've heard from other gotchas, like their 1.1s are usually like a character and a character quest and nothing else too amazing?
No, not really. Like
No, it's pretty low.
Oftentimes when it comes to like gotchas, I know especially for like Wuthering Waves, we had a full main story update. We had like obviously both the characters, and Destiny Rising is probably just operating like Act 1 is kind of like the first half of the patch, and Act 2 is like the second half of the patch. But that's like a really, really long patch cycle. Like most gachas usually only run like a 6 to 7 week patch cycle.
Yeah.
But, you know, so, you know, obviously adding another month on top of that. But we got no new regions, no new like main story updates. We got like a couple character quests, which I will say I am very much enjoying the character quests. However,
Yes.
I'm enjoying them because I'm somebody who likes story. However, when it comes to the Destiny player base, story is very much not the focus for like most people playing.
I was saying I never touched them.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
feel
know
like
a lot of people who just skip every single cutscene.
Yep.
I feel like they also might have a little bit of a benefit here coming from the Destiny player base, because a lot like even hearing like expecting a new destination on like 1.1 updates and stuff is kind of crazy to me, because coming from a Destiny player who's used to not seeing anything for fucking a whole year when it comes to new content.
So my impression of Destiny Rising is that it was going to launch a bit lighter on the content, and then we'd be getting like constant updates, because any kind of like this is a brand new game, so we don't have like anything previously like when we're talking about like a Destiny expansion.
Yeah.
So like Destiny 1, Destiny 2 launched with like 4 destinations. Essentially like full campaigns for each destination and like the overarching campaign. All right. We had obviously like the hundreds of different weapons, a ton of different strikes to play with. Okay, a Destiny Rising launched with essentially 1.5 destinations because we don't even have like the entirety of Red Sea Rift. We had both the campaigns and, you know, Jiangxi Metro. That one is still very, very poor quality.
Is there going to be more of Red Sea Rift? Because I remember the
seems like it.
Triumph State.
There's
the
going to be
Triumph
more of Red Sea
stated.
Rift, like
Yeah.
at least story-wise, like we're not done in Red Sea Rift. And frankly, I was expecting them to do that in the season 1 patch. Or yeah, like the
I
going
was
from
definitely
preparations to season 1.
expecting a little bit like. I mean, it gives us a little bit of a advantage, or I don't even want to say advantage, but the people who played beta had basically already experienced the entire story. So I was kind of expecting, since that, you know, I think it was 4 months ago that we played beta, that there might have been like a little bit more tacked on to the end or something else.
Yeah, but there's just nothing.
Like, because I remember in the
Like-
beta, the triumph for completing Red Sea Rift said like 2 out of 3 zones. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe in the full game we'll get another zone for Red Sea Rift, but we obviously haven't seen anything yet.
And obviously going forward, like I was just straight up expecting there to be a little bit more, but like comparing the content that was available in the beta and comparing the content that's like currently in the game right now, the only extra stuff that we have received was the Eclipse event, which I will say it was really, really good.
Yes.
But, you know, it's an event and it's gone now. Morgan's Hunt, which was fun for the first 3 clears. The Sparrow Racing event, which isn't even like a new content or mode upgrade. Like it's
Not bad.
literally just Sparrow Racing with like 1 extra modifier on the same 2 tracks that we've been racing. And we
Same
are talking
singular
about Sparrow
track.
Racing. It is 1 new track in Sparrow Racing. So outside of the events, the only like new piece of content that we've received going from beta to launch, at least like game content, like stuff to do in the game, not like system changes, was that 1 singular Sparrow Racing track. And when it comes to like systems, obviously we had the artifact rework, which I will say I very much prefer the new artifact system to the old one. The old one was terrible.
I
It was
think pretty much everyone agrees on that
Yes.
aspect.
The mod system, it's kind of like.
To be fair, I think we also got some character quests that weren't in the beta.
Oh yeah, we also got some more character quests, but those are again just kind of like one and done deals.
Yeah.
It's not something like a strike where you can play over and over again.
Yeah.
Like you play through that character story mission, and again, like a whole bunch of people, character story character story missions might as well not exist.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see at least maybe a couple more strikes since release, or
Mm-hmm.
even just like again, I'm coming from a Destiny player who's not expecting to
I'm
see a
saying,
strike
like,
ever again. But
I'm saying when it comes to that roadmap that they showed us, like that season 1 update was supposed to be one of those like major content updates that they advertised, and we didn't get like hardly anything for that, and that's making me thinking like, okay, if this is season 1, what's Act 2 gonna be like? Because Act 2 is a very much smaller scope because it's meant to be like a mid-season update.
Yeah, I'm not expecting
And-
Act 2
and-
to be anything big. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
expect us to
frankly-
be like to be getting
here's a new battle pass
any-
that you need to buy. Here's
Oh, yeah,
one
yeah,
new
battle
exotic
pass.
and 1 new character.
Yeah,
and a
frankly,
character
that's,
quest.
that's kind of like what I'm expecting. I'm expecting to
I
be
think we're getting
Hellhound's
2 new
character
characters.
quest. I don't think that we're getting
2.
a 4-star personally.
I think Rossi's a 4.
I
Could be
don't
wrong.
think that they're gonna release an Arc 4-star alongside.
I
an
feel
Arc
like
5-star.
I feel like we're already at that point. Did they advertise Umeko before the release? Yeah, like I feel like we're at that point where they would have advertised it by now.
Yeah, and
What do we think the exotic's going to be in the battle pass? Is it the bow?
I think it's both.
It's
Probably.
I'm just gonna say if it's Trinity Ghoul, I am crashing out.
Yeah,
It's
I've
more
said
like
multiple
multiple
times,
times.
dude, the
I-
battle
I
pass
take it
weapon
back.
costs $35 to max it
That's
out.
a good point.
$35
That's a good
minimum.
point.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm not
because
maxing.
it costs like 5. Well, you can get the first copy for free, but first copy means literally nothing because you need a maxed out exotic to like really use it in endgame. So to get the second copy, you need to purchase the $5 battle pass, but that's for one other copy. You still need 2 more. Okay, getting the $5 upgrade, so the $10 battle pass, that would be 1 more copy. And for the final copy, you need 150,000 black market tokens.
Good lord.
Yep.
Which is $25 converting from silver.
I mean, yeah, there's ways in game to get black market coins to like bring it
Well, the
down a
thing
bit,
is-
but
no,
that
no,
means
no,
you're
no, no,
spending
no, you
all
would- you
your
would
black
not-
market coins on
Well,
it.
well, yeah, and then like good luck leveling up the exotic because you have no photons.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
But
yeah,
like
that's
the
problem
thing
I
is,
have
you would
right
have
now.
you would have to plan ahead for that. Like there's no way to get around for spending the black market coins because you only get like 2K or 20K black market coins. I think a week. You get 20K a week, so you'd be short 70K black market coins even if you're spending all of them on like as like a low spender or free to play. And like if you're a low spender, you've got battle pass, like the $10 battle pass plus the monthly card. Like that monthly card, you're getting maybe around like 40 to 60K tokens. So you'd be able to just barely, potentially just barely be able to purchase all 3 copies as somebody with the monthly pass and somebody with the $10 battle pass. So that's already $15 bare minimum across an entire month, and you're getting 0 photons.
I feel like my 2 major issues are A, the rewards from the battle pass are very lackluster.
Oh, absolutely. You don't even get pinnacle energy rewards until like level 35 and beyond. You get like prisms, glimmer, like purple and blue sheaths. It's so useless.
Oh yeah. And the other thing is that we just
post 50.
Yeah. But the other issue is that we just haven't received any communication, and I'm not surprised because they want people to spend money on what happens to these exotic weapons after the pass is gone. Like, is it going to be added to the
That's a good
pool?
point.
Are you going to be able? Is it just going to stay in the shop, and you'll be able to add, like, spend future battle pass resources on previous weapons, or is it just gone?
exactly
Like,
what I my theory on it is they're going to put it into the black market. It's or not the black market, but they're going to put it in the battle pass shop. It's already technically there.
and just leave it in there, and then you'll be able to buy old exotic
Yep.
weapons with future battle pass currency.
Yep, they'll just increase like the number of like right now you've got what is it? 1 at 60 and 1 at 40. They'll just make it 2 at 60 and 1 at 40. That's what they'll do.
Yeah.
And then,
So they'll
and
increase the
then-
number of copies you can buy, basically.
And then the problem is, you know, you'll use your resources to get that last copy you need, and guess what? Now you don't have the 3 copies for the new exotic for the new season.
Exactly. And like, I frankly don't feel that like reissued Destiny 2 weapons should ever be considered premium content. Like, period. Like, even if it was you could get all copies in the $5 battle pass, that is the featured premium weapon. I want something new. Okay? I don't want to be paying for an old weapon that I already have in Destiny 2.
Right.
Yeah.
That I've already played with to death in Destiny 2.
That
I
would
feel
be
like-
the most Destiny thing that they add to the game, though. That would be in the spirit of Destiny, paying for the exotic again.
I feel like there's definitely a crowd out there who would see it the other way around, where they would get super fucking hyped if they saw like a Galahorn in the pass or something, you know. But like even then, I agree with you. I feel like new stuff
Not
should
right
be
now,
in the battle
Rocket's hit
pass.
like a wet noodle.
The thing is, when it comes to reissued stuff, I want to be able to earn it.
Yeah.
Like bad juju.
Weapons in general, I want to be able to earn it. Like, I don't want to have to pay $35 to get freaking Trinity Ghoul.
Right.
And like pay $35 plus whatever else it takes to get the photons and the cores.
Yeah,
Like, this game
100%.
already costs so much outside of that. It's frankly, I just find it kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like it's even worse too for people who are strictly coming from Destiny and who haven't played gacha games and haven't seen what those systems are like. It's definitely gives a different perspective on like, oh, okay, so I was paying, you know, $130 for a year's worth of Destiny content and getting tons of cool shit, and here you're expecting me to pay $140 plus to max out one character
Yeah.
a month.
Like, yeah, and beyond all of that, like, what happens if there's like a new exotic, if there's like a new weapon, and there's no new content to test it on?
Yeah.
Because, like, if there's no new strike, no new gauntlet blitz, no new, like, region or, like, difficult boss or... So, like, obviously there's going to be more events. We already know that there's going to be more events, but events are just... They're temporary.
Filler.
Yeah, it's filler.
Filler episode.
They're the in-between.
Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, there's some really, really good events, but, like, if you want to have, like, content that's built to last, like, frankly, I feel like Eclipse, if they just, like, kept it in as a hard mode with, like, increased rewards, that it would have been really, really good.
It's still in the game right now, isn't it?
No,
You
it's
can still
not.
play
No, it's
Eclipse. It's gone now?
No,
It's
no,
gone.
It's
Okay.
gone. It's
Eclipse is
gone.
gone.
When did it leave? Because I thought it was still there last time I checked.
The event.
Yeah, when the
Yeah,
event
when the
ended, they
event
left.
ended, it's gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. When did the event
Oh,
end?
but like Sunday? Sunday, I think, was the last day me and Misery and Unknown were doing those carries.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, that's what
carries.
we're called that, bro.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah. And like, that's such a big disappointment because that was like probably one of the best experiences I had in Destiny Rising.
Yeah, that's crazy that they
clearing
would literally just
Mhm.
remove their hard mode raid.
Yeah, but also
that's
like
crazy.
it's the other question is like, does it have room to stay? Because nobody's gonna play it if it's not giving rewards.
I would play it for fun.
Well, I mean, obviously, like we would play it for fun, but the issue then comes down to like, what's the intrinsic desire to go through it apart from like, I want to go through it for a challenge. Like, even if it's something as little as like, oh, you need to do it for a seal or you need to do it for a triumph, like you do that once and it's, you know, it's over. Like, there's no adapt weapons, there's no
Yeah.
real reason to go into it.
I feel like the same with Grandmaster. Like I
yeah.
feel like they should make it so maybe there's just higher percentages on rewards or more rewards. Just something to make it worth playing over the regular one. Like, why would I spend, 20 to 30 minutes grinding out matchmaking to get a normal break-in run done when I can just do the regular break-in in like 2 minutes, in like 4 minutes or whatever, and still have that same percent chance to get an exotic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, I mean, like we were kind of like touching on a previous topic. We've kind of gone through pretty much everything, and obviously to summarize, there are a lot of issues with the game, a lot of like major issues that are leading to high player base like churn and drop off. And like we didn't even touch on the smaller things that would be like potential churn points, like glitches in the Triumph system making multiple seals completely unobtainable, and other stuff like just the terrible quality in the Jiangxi Metro storyline. Like just frankly, I am still astounded at how that made it into the launch patch, that there's still freaking TikTok voices in Haven and in the storyline. Like,
well, we gotta support OpenAI.
but frankly, like beyond that, like beyond those smaller issues that are still big issues in general that are causing like player-based churn, people to like not want to play the game. Like just the simple fact that we are not allowed to like grind, and that there's no like real incentive to keep playing beyond spending your energy, because like progression is pretty much the only content we have right now. That's probably why we've been seeing so much player drop off, so much viewership drop off as well. And I think we can all agree that like moving forward, the best option would be to go to like primarily monetization through cosmetics, primarily, and with like some pay to progress elements as well, and just allowing players to grind out the game, and obviously with more game content being.
They need to pivot the Duet Night Abyss way.
Well, that was something that I was gonna bring up. So, I'm not sure how many of you do you. So how I know Oda and I are familiar with Duet Night Abyss. How many of you guys are familiar with it?
I'm a bit
Nope.
familiar with what they're doing with getting rid of their gacha system.
Is that GTA thing that you were talking about or whatever?
No, that's Anata.
That's Ananta. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah, this Duet Night Abyss is basically anime Warframe, more or less.
yeah,
Okay.
so
You have my attention.
I can pull it up on
Okay,
stream,
Misery.
actually.
With
Well,
Gunner skins.
Oh,
yeah,
I'll be
so
there.
so it's anime. Okay, I will preface it is anime. So there's that. However, the main thing is that it used to be a gacha, but it was kind of going like the Destiny route where you would grind for the weapons and there would be the character banners, but it still had a stamina system. And through their beta tests, the feedback that they received, they kind of went like, so these, like, it's very unpopular with our players, like the kind of gacha stuff and the kind of stamina system. And what they did, opening up to their launch stream, they had like 3 little signs that they like showed up. Okay, they started out like, okay, all the characters free. You can grind for the characters. You can get everything free through gameplay. The weapons also free. You can like get the weapons, level them up through gameplay. Stamina free. You can like no stamina. Everything is just playable, unlockable through the game. And they just essentially said that, okay, we're gonna monetize through pay to progress. So like if you want to skip ahead in progression, like you don't want to, I don't know, do 30 clears of something to get the materials for your characters, you can just buy them. And beyond that, like it's just skins. Skins and cosmetics. And it's it's a looter shooter type game. It's very Warframe style, giant hordes of enemies.
It's
My
got
question
a
is-
dual narrative perspective too, which is really interesting. But
Yeah.
My question when it comes to the game is that so like has this already taken effect? Like have they already just gotten rid of it, or is this
they've
something that's
already-
coming?
They
so
did
it's an
a-
upcoming game. It's releasing
October 28th.
Yeah, October 28th. Like
Okay,
near the end of this
so
month.
we can't like compare it money
well, no, we
wise
can't
to
compare
Destiny
it, yeah.
Rising on that
Yeah,
like on that
obviously-
list that came out yet.
Yeah,
No.
obviously we can't compare it like monetarily wise, but I can
I don't
say
even know if
straight
it'll
up.
be on Gacha revenue because of them
Well, yeah,
removing
but
the
it's
Gacha.
still going to be on Sensor Tower though, and Gacha
Yeah, that's the
Revenue
thing. Like
gets
that
its
list I
numbers from
saw
Sensor
came
Tower.
out like showed Pokemon Pocket on it.
Yeah.
So like
So, yeah, when it comes to that, like, frankly, I feel that move made like put Duet Night Abyss on the map because like prior to that, it was somewhat niche. Like there was a player base for it, but it was never going to be like a big game. Like, and the devs kind of realized that and they made that change. And I mean, it's got a lot more people talking about it. Significant amount more people talking about it.
I feel like it's got some great potential to be able to change a lot of things in the gacha
Oh
space.
yeah, 100% has.
But we are
amazing
gonna have to wait how it looks
Yeah.
like after 6 months. Because if it crashes and burns and if it doesn't make any revenue, then the system's never gonna be tried again. But if it does,
I think
succeed,
we'll know before
then you're
6
gonna
months,
see
though.
it
Yeah,
pop up a lot more often.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna know real quick. You're gonna know. I would say first month is a good idea.
Yeah, because I mean, well, one of the things about Duet Night Abyss is it's probably not going to have like the same kind of explosive revenue as a lot of gacha games do because obviously gacha games they kind of operate on like those banner releases, and when they release a banner they get like huge influxes of cash. And you can also see that whenever like there's a rerun patch in a gacha game, or when there's like less desirable characters.
Yeah,
that
but
the
you don't have to
revenue
look at just
drops because
revenue.
of that.
You could also
Yeah.
look at penetration of the game, and there's a lot more other measurements you could use to
Yeah.
determine its success.
But like, frankly, that move right there put Duet Night Abyss on the map.
Yeah, that's
for so
true.
many
That is
people.
true.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's a good PR move for them for sure.
Absolutely. And obviously, we do have to wait and see because, I mean, there are a lot of things that like sound nice on surface, but when you get into the meat of it, there obviously could still be issues. Like, it sounds nice on the surface that we can grind for all of our exotics and grind for all of our mythic weapons in Destiny Rising. But when you get into the meat of it, you realize, oh, I can get like 5 copies of this exotic, but they're all worthless unless I have the cores. and
Right,
photons.
right.
But I will say, I am very much looking forward to that game, and I'm definitely planning on covering it. Expect some videos on it soon on my channel. So, I mean, like, if anybody here is, from that very first
Well,
introduction
and it's not just
to it.
It's not just DNA either. Like Blue Protocol launches next week, and it has pretty much purely cosmetic banners, except for I think there's a banner in Blue Protocol for their version of Echoes or whatever. So creatures or whatever it's called. And then you've got Anata, obviously, is a big one. Like it's a trend in local gacha right now, like in the gacha scene that's starting to go. So hopefully, hopefully we'll see Destiny Rising take a hint, especially with the way that they're directing their marketing. Duet Night Abyss is going to be awesome. I'm super pumped for it.
I'm super pumped for it too.
I wish I had a little bit more gotcha experience to lead into it, but this is basically my only gotcha. And I don't think I'd ever play any other ones with how I've seen even this monetization structure. The only reason I've given it a chance is because it's Destiny, and I'm enjoying the gameplay wise, but the monetization wise is unhappy with. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, to NetEase's credit, compared to something like Immortal, like this is a fruitcake compared to 400K to be a max whale in that game it's actually crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like that's about all of our topics that we ran through today. Do you guys want to do like some viewer topics? Like, any of the viewers want to suggest anything or like
I think I had some
ask any
from
questions?
earlier.
Yeah, we can do that, but I just wanted to quickly get your guys' opinion. I wanted to ask, what is your guys' so far like top favorite thing about the game though? Like, what do you think that like NetEase and Rising has done really well in your opinion?
Let's see. Frankly, I feel like
I love. For me, it's probably the social functionality. Seeing the amount of people in Haven, seeing like the chat availability, the clan houses, just like a lot of the social features that they've included in Destiny Rising are really nice and point it more towards that like MMO FPS feel that I wanted from Destiny that we haven't gotten.
Yeah. Social features.
I agree.
Yeah, the social features are way better than D2.
I mean, even as something as funny and dumb as fishing, you know what I mean? Like, my chat just knows me as the guy that pulls out a fish mid-raid at this point, and like, you know what I mean? Just something as dumb as that coming from the social aspect, I think they hit the nail on the coffin with that.
My personal favorite thing is definitely going to have to be the Calamity Ops. Like, I love both of the endgame modes in this game. I love optimizing that stuff. I love, like, improving runs. And the thing I love a lot is taking off-meta characters into it. And seeing exactly how far I can push this stuff.
I was gonna ask Agent and anyone else, because we have a lot of kind of like events or I guess what are the activities that are kind of like on a time basis, right? What are your guys' opinion on if they had instead, because I know at least some people in my chat have talked about they wish that there were game modes where it wasn't necessarily you're rushing for time, but more of a like it's hard enough that like just completing it would
I would love to see
if
more
that makes sense.
I would love to see more
Yeah,
content.
I think it's good if they have different
more
types
variety.
of games.
Yeah, more variety.
Yeah,
We
I
need
feel like
content
that's-
and we need speed content.
I feel like that's something that we definitely touched on earlier in the chat when it comes to just having different like survivability or like ad clearing or like speed, like just a variation of end game content.
So somebody asks, here's a question: how does Destiny Rising pull in a player base outside of the current Destiny player base?
More
Sorry,
Gunner
could you
skins.
state that one more time?
How does the Destiny Rising pull in a player base outside of the current Destiny player base? They tried iFerg, Codem, YT, but I've noticed no movement from it.
Yeah, like I think we were talking about this earlier, but I think they have to reach out to more content creators in like even just the gacha game space and stuff. Because I mean, I know
I don't
no,
think I don't think
Sorry,
like,
go ahead.
going for gacha game players is going to be like the best thing because this game is really really difficult and you can't really like wail around it.
They've already pretty much lost the hyper majority of the gacha audience.
Yeah.
Like
And
hybrids like myself will still stick around, but they really need to aim for the shooter side.
Yeah, and it's hard for them right now because like their main audience is not in a great standpoint at the moment with how Destiny is. It's you have a lot of basically I feel like their plan was to try to grab the people playing Destiny and pull them into a way to continue playing Destiny while they're on the bus or in their bed or whatever. But they've kind of lost that because the numbers for Destiny 2 are so low right now that they just don't have that audience to pull from.
Right.
I'm not the biggest fan of just promoting through content creators that are just going to play it because they're getting paid and then never play it again. That audience might take a look at it, but unless they are going to commit to the game, I don't think there's a ton of value there.
Look at all the
that 30
Destiny creators
seconds
they
of-
brought in.
Yeah, but look what it got us, though. You know what I mean?
What
Like,
did they all
I-
say? The same thing. Why do we have this in this mobile game and not in Destiny 2? Why couldn't they just enjoy it for what it was? You know what I mean?
When it came to Destiny Rising, it for pretty much every single Destiny 2 content creator, it essentially just ended off as a talking point.
Yep, exactly.
Like that's where its relevance ended off.
Yeah,
like
it's
they
not a big
haven't
deal.
talked about or been like really honest about the current issues with Destiny Rising. I mean, like basically the biggest extent to it is just like, oh, there's like some gacha and it's pay to win.
Right.
Which
I think a lot of people like. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, like, frankly, that's just kind of like the tip of the iceberg.
Right. I think that like because so many players are coming from like the Destiny aspect and they're like so used to like story-driven content, constant releases and stuff. I think NetEase would have to figure out a way to like whether it's on a seasonal basis or something like that where there's some form of that kind of story, something that constantly has the players engaging and like caring about the like Destiny world. Because at least for me, I remember getting into Destiny, I really cared about the world and like the lore and stuff. And if NetEase can find a way to balance that where it's not like in your face for the people that want to be able to skip it, but the people that kind of want to get involved with it, know the stories and all these things, you know what I mean? Like having, whether it's like a season, every season there's a new story world coming out and stuff and people can go through that, or, you know, like a new strike or even like a new raid, or maybe they like, you know, repurpose the Eclipse raid and throw up new contest thing, you know, whatever that may look like. I think having that aspect will keep like a healthy keep a healthy connection for people to wanting to like continue invest their time into it.
Yeah, and I feel like they do have like a good inkling of like sprinkles of lore here and there that leave a little bit of intrigue of what could possibly be in the future from like Crota and the Warlords, and there's just a bunch of different stuff that they've definitely touched on that kind of at least gets me excited about like story that they'll have in the future. But it'd be nice if we could like continue to see that at a frequent basis.
Right.
Agreed.
You have one person saying like talking about maybe like future content, future raids and whatnot, or another one saying like we should probably try to get the servers together in one server instead of split into
like
4.
Apex's a ghost town right now. Like they straight up cannot like queue for grandmasters or for shifting gates.
Wow.
But it's also because China hasn't released yet. But
well, China's servers are going to be separate from APAC regardless.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
oh
that's
yeah,
crazy.
because they're isolated. I forgot.
That's crazy.
But BlazeCrest adds that's the problem. Destiny 2 players came here for a Destiny replacement, but the infrastructure is a gotcha. It can't fill 14-hour-a-day gamer Destiny 2 players.
But that's who they advertise to.
Well,
that's
yeah,
their
exactly.
fault.
That's who they advertise to.
I wish it was otherwise. If they had aimed more towards the gotcha side or tried to keep it even, they could clutch that. But because they're getting the audience they want, now they have to pivot to meet those audiences' expectations. Yeah. Period. I mean, it's on them. It's not on.
They got the audience that they asked for, not the audience that they wanted.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's well said. Yeah.
I've got to step away, you guys. I don't want
I
to
gotta go to
interrupt.
work.
I feel like we're hitting that 2-hour mark.
Yeah, we're past 2 hours.
I
Oh,
do
yeah,
want to do a
stars.
PSA on behalf of May, because apparently I found out this morning, for all of us Estella players out there, your minions will actually body block the Partridge Sky projectiles. So
What? Really?
yeah, apparently this is a thing. So if you see your friendly neighborhood Yolder in there and you're playing Estella, try to keep your minions focused elsewhere. Otherwise, Partridge Sky is not going to do any DPS.
Let's see. So
Good to know.
Anonymous asked, I would like to know how viewership is for everyone in terms of Rising content.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me
Donovan.
bring up the analytics.
Yeah, I was gonna say my viewership and even just sub count has definitely fallen off in the last like 10 days. It feels like.
Yep.
Yes. Same here.
Like it felt like because I started doing YouTube like 4 weeks ago. I'm completely brand new to this, and it was growing really fast, and I was impressed. But then I think, and from what I can gauge in the room, like it felt like everybody, everyone's viewership has kind of tanked within like the last 10 days. And I don't know if it's just that initial hype of the game, has been hit, and everyone was checking it out and whatnot, or if people are just kind of getting stale with certain things. But I like we'll see how it continues, but like it would be cool to see whether it's some kind of new just challenge modes or whatnot to like kind of incentivize the community to get excited about a bunch of these things again.
Yeah. Personally, my views may be a little bit different. During launch period up until about September 11th, I was pulling about 8 to 10K views a day. Since September of 11th, I've stayed pretty steady at about 4 to 5K per day, I would say medium.
Yeah.
So I since September 11th, I've dropped about viewership about 50%, but it's stayed pretty steady since September 11th.
Yeah, my spike was actually on September 5th. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else.
Mine was the 8th.
Yeah, I don't know why the 5th was so high.
Well, besides the initial release, where it's like the biggest spike, I think
My biggest spike was like September 6th, 7th.
yeah.
Okay.
Besides
My
the
biggest
initial
spike was
release, I
September
think the
10th.
8th is my highest. Yeah,
Yeah.
as well. What happened? The
Yeah,
8th? Was that the reveal for Stella?
No.
No, hold on, let me check.
The 8th?
It might have.
The 8th, yeah.
Estella was the 11th.
Yeah. So was
No,
that?
the
I
Stella's
think that was
release
the reveal.
11th.
Yeah, then yeah, you're probably
Oh, yeah,
right.
you're
It
right,
probably
you're right.
was somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
season 1 was around the 8th.
That feet trailer, man, really got him.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
We just need every trailer to be like that.
Yeah. So my two biggest spikes, or like my biggest kind of hurdles, was the season 1 launch. That was like the biggest spike, and then I got a bit more like prior to Eclipse, and then it tapered off for a little bit, and then just around September like 22nd ish, that's when it started like really falling, and it's been around like the 7 to 9K mark since then.
Yeah,
daily
I would say
basis.
my biggest spikes were both raids, just due to my raid guides. But outside of that, it was, not even like the character releases have made like huge spikes.
Mm.
Yeah.
It seems like most of the interest, at least from my
Yeah,
perspective,
like-
views-wise, have come from raids.
Yeah, and I think
well, the
that's
thing is,
just
Post
Sorry, go ahead.
Eclipse, that's when like stuff started falling hard.
well, yeah, because I mean, Destiny is that kind of game everyone knows for raiding and stuff. So once there's no big raid or challenge mode type vibe, a lot of those core Destiny viewers may be a little less interested.
Yep, agreed.
Yep.
All right, I gotta run, boys.
Yep.
All right.
Yo, misery.
Well,
Love
See
you.
ya.
it
Feel free
was
to
good
shout yourself out
start
before you leave.
wrapping up regardless. So,
Yeah.
yep. Links to all of these guys' channel in the description of my video. Definitely check them out if you liked any of their takes.
Same here. Check below.
It's not on the Twitch stream, but it is on the YouTube stream. So if you want to check out any of these guys, like their YouTubes in my YouTube description. But I'm pretty sure most of you guys stream on Twitch as well. So
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I thought it was weird when I saw you not on Twitch. I was like, what the hell?
yeah.
All right.
Alright, guys. Thanks again. See you later.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
Thank you,
Thanks,
everybody,
everybody.
for showing
Glad
up.
to be
Signing off
here.
the
Later.
stream.
All right. You have a good one.
Later.
Have a good one, everybody.
Alright, let me close this out. You so I don't end up leaking, bro. I don't end up leaking the chat. Doesn't not feel like 2 hours, but apparently it was 2 hours. I just been sitting here in the firing range this whole time. I know reading chat was kind of difficult because even if I muted so they wouldn't hear me, since the conversation still kept going, I was just gonna, you guys were just gonna hear me talk over them, even if I was talking to you guys and they couldn't hear me. So with some people, it's definitely a bit of a challenge. Let's see, but I was reading the chat, both chats. And you know, the main thing is that I wonder if because we are supposed to be getting a patch, or like the mid-season patch, on Thursday, and so I'm not expecting anything big from the mid-season patch. It's probably gonna be like the character, the quests, maybe some event announcements and some of the events are happening, but I don't expect like any like places to be added to the game or any story to be added to the game. Essentially to season 2. I also feel like I just thought about this like right now, but I also feel like maybe because they did season 0 instead of the game releasing on season 1, that's why season 1 feels like so empty when it comes to like story wise. Because if we would have released just right away and we would have released in season 1, then all the story would have been, you know, in season 1. But that's pretty much like what I'm pretty much expecting for this upcoming, not only like mid-season patch, but also the next season. I hope that the character is good. You know, I know we still don't know like everything about the character. I wonder if they are gonna reveal some more stuff about the character, because the character doesn't come out till next week on Thursday. So we still have a couple of days. So I'm just kind of wondering if we are going to see a little more. Because right now we have the trailer. But that's pretty much all that we have. We don't know anything else. Like when it comes to the abilities, it could be that we're just going to like wait. We're just going to have to wait till the character is actually out before we actually try her out. But if that's the case, then we're going to be here in this exact same place, trying her out the first day, seeing what their drones can do, and such. But I gotta run too. I need to get out of here. It is 12:19 already, so hopefully you guys enjoyed our little conversation we had, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Make sure that you guys check out everybody that was involved with the conversation over here. Link should be in the description, so make sure you guys check that out if you guys haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and bye bye.